If I told you the things I've seen on my ways, if I told you the things I've done in my days, you wouldn't believe me anyway. So it's best I just don't say. Lived 1,000 lives, I piloted 1,000 souls, I killed and fought and died just for a single role.
Hello. This is Masks, and we are in the Idolon Academy campaign. I am your GM, Kimi, and this is the Happy Jacks RPG Network. And this is our 5th session, right? Yeah, very exciting.
Whatever, I don't care.
Yeah.
I can count that high. Why do you
That's
ask?
the loudest thing you've ever done.
Let's get back together.
Jason's the bad boy. All right.
I'm
and-
sorry, I didn't mean it.
You did. You meant it.
I feel like I'm waiting for you to go like full Sandy at the end of Grease and just be a bad boy so we can be together.
Together.
I am Jamie Zuko.
I was about to say something. I completely forgot what it was. It's not important. These are my players. Starting to my left.
Oh, hello, that's me. I'm Jason. I'm playing Nate Garnet, the Nova Playbook, known in some circles as Gemini, and in the new news circles as Discord.
Hold on. Are you now claiming all of Gemini as your name?
Gem is what I said. What'd you hear?
Rude boy. The correct thing is what I heard.
I didn't know you liked ska.
Yep.
That's a good goof.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
No shade. Hi, I'm Aabria. I'm playing Tendai Collier, a.k.a. the joined playbook, along with the Nova.
Yeah, Gemini and I is
I hate it.
the team
This is why
name.
we broke up. You're too young and too hot for these dad jokes.
What is it? Is it Crescent Barrel, the thing that's a cat's eye gem?
I don't
That's
know what.
It's like a cat's eye gem. It's a gem in eye. That's what it would be.
It's one of those jokes that's funnier when you explain it.
I like that.
Yeah.
It really is. No,
Yeah,
it's a fact.
I'm Emily Vanderwerf, and I'm playing Katy Kid, the Klipspringer, the unstoppable, unflappable Katy Kid. I'm so happy to be back.
Hi, I'm Tappy, and I might be playing this character, Steve. Steve Bungalow is his name, and he is the newborn, and maybe the late-born. We'll see.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh boy.
There's a lot of stuff happened last thing. So, all right. With our amazing announcements at our school from Hi Pie.
Liliana Santos!
Hi. Welcome back from break. Go Titans. It's me, Liliana Santos, your girl with the announcements. Today's weather is bright and sunny. Today's lunch is gray. Famous birthdays for today. Lots of musicians. Elvis Presley, he's dead. David Bowie, he's dead. And Kim Jong-un, dictator of North Korea, he is 37. But most importantly, I know you've all been waiting for it, TikTok star Troy Zarba is 18, everybody. Troy Zarba, 18 years old. The second most famous person born today after Elvis Presley, according to famousbirthdays.com.
And they're broken.
Am I
Okay.
the only one in this room who knows who that is?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're going to take a look back back at some of the stuff that happened before break, and it's not like we can remember all of it. But everybody went to the movies to see Frozen 2 with Susie Snowflake. And while there was a fight with some robots. Most importantly, the unflappable Katy kid held hands with Josh Johnson. It was super rad. Also, they brought Katy's younger sister, Claire. There was a lot of discord between Discord and I, but they were kind of figuring out how to patch things up, even though they'd broken up. And also, I think, like, they fought the robots, it went well, and then Steve died. And that was what happened at the end of the session. Steve is dead, but he's here. So we'll find out what happens, and we'll especially find out what happens to the irrepressible Katy kid. Back to you, Kimi.
All right. The other thing I want to remind people of is that in order to take little Susie to the movies, you had to sneak out. And in order to do that, you accidentally messed with the brain.
We didn't sneak out. We left with permission.
Yeah, right. Okay. So in order to not sneak out, you messed with the brain of the teacher who was supposed to be supervising you.
We did a
Well,
mind oopsie.
And also, technically, the only parent Steve has.
Yes, important. And this is the really important. The only reason I'm coming back to this is because you kind of messed with his brain, and now he's the only person that you know of who can fix Steve. Oops.
I mean, that's nobody's fault, really.
Thank you. I wouldn't even know who you would say did a bad.
Yep.
Yeah. So, when we ended, you were at the mall, and you were standing over this very comic book cinematic moments of there being kind of this crater with Steve lying there, and you were all standing over him. Very sad.
So his body is there, right? Not just the projector.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
It just glitched off. And I think you're the only one that saw that.
I mean, could you? I don't care.
Oh, I think it's more dramatic. Just have you there.
Okay.
If it's just a projector, it's it's less.
Let's kick it around like a soccer ball.
Drop their Yamaha.
What if
We
it's
better
your
get to
body,
Staples.
but you're paused, paused?
Oh,
that's cool.
That's cool. Okay, I like that.
Stiff as a board? What?
And you're standing there at the mall. Sad. There's crowds, no more robots.
What happened to him?
He fell through the roof and was took out the robot, and then he glitched, and now he's like this. He's not moving. I think we got to get him back to school.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Can I assess the situation before we med back him out?
And I'm going to add a team to the pool since it's the beginning of session.
Jesus.
Nobody saw.
We're fine. It's gonna be bad. Alright. No, that's fine, because I can't read numbers. 9 plus nothing is just a 9. I'll ask one question. Oof. How best can we end this, glitchy pause situation quickly?
You know that the person who can fix him is the professor back at school.
Oh. Crap. Hey, Nate?
Yeah.
What are we gonna do if the professor is still a little borked?
He's fine. We didn't do anything permanent.
Yeah. Okay. That. We should go. Are you there?
I have no idea, so I'm just going to say that I am.
Yeah.
You're back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
You're very fast.
A little borked? What do you mean by that?
Oh, this.
We
No,
had,
the professor's brains.
we had to encourage the professor to give us permission.
You're going to get detention. And
Well,
worse.
Maybe.
I genuinely don't care about getting detention.
Yeah.
I think we broke the brain that fixes Steve, so let's hope that he shook it off.
Yeah, let's go back and we'll just fix his brain if we have to.
Let's grab. We have to grab Susie. We can't have her off in the wild.
I thought your
Yeah,
sister
doesn't
took her.
your
Yeah, but we need to make sure we swing by and pick them up.
Oh, yeah, okay.
She's in Colmar or something.
Oh
In a
no,
deep
she's
sleep.
in a
She's
normal
in a
sleep.
Deep sleep.
Normal sleep.
Yeah, she's in normal. We did a good job on that one. It's fine. We're good at brains.
Oh, good. I'm glad you didn't break the 9-year-old. You just broke the grown man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he had a good long life.
That's fine.
Okay.
He was 200 years old.
Yeah, so old. And it's his fault for not just saying yes to us.
Yep. Okay, so do you two want to go get Susie, and then I'll just take him to the professor?
Yeah. Okay.
I can get Susie. I think you two should deal with this.
Oh yeah, I'll probably need your help.
Okay. Oh crap.
All right.
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
So I think I'm just gonna like blast all three of us up, if that's all right with
Yeah,
you,
that's fine.
and just
Perfect.
yeah.
All right, so you are on your way to Idolon, and Katie's on her way home.
Yeah. I'm gonna just. I don't think I need to do anything. I'll just grab some.
Okay. Susie's at your house, but she's been there with just your sister, and yeah, it was just Claire was in charge, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Josh went off somewhere else.
Yeah.
Josh.
Yeah, I was just track for everyone. Yeah, that will take a little bit longer than that.
Okay. All right. Sure. Yeah, I'll just head home and make sure Claire. I did make sure Susie's. Is she good?
When you get to your front door, you notice that there's ice around the edges of your front door.
God damn it.
It's normal. You don't have to pay for air conditioning.
Can I open the door, or is it like frozen shut?
It's frozen shut, but I mean, you're the Klipspringer. You can
Yeah.
open your door. It's not like completely, but it's like you have to pull on it. You're like, oh, yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, so I'm gonna open it, and Claire.
You see that the entire main room of the apartment is like crystallized, like if you imagined like a house made of ice, like that's what it would be, except everything is like just covered in ice. And you hear some shouting in the back room.
Okay. Oh, I guess Susie really let it go.
High five that. Come on.
Yeah, I'm gonna wander into the back room and see what's going on.
Okay, you see that the ice goes and then it's you have your room that you share with Claire, and there's like your mom's room, and then there's like the one bathroom of the apartment. It's like a general, like basic 2-bedroom apartment. And you notice like the ice goes into the room where you and Claire usually stay, and on the outside of your door is your mom, little drunk but like panicked, so adrenaline is fighting past the drunk, and then Claire are both like holding the door shut.
My mom doesn't know about all this, so
No, she doesn't.
pull the mask back on.
She hasn't seen you because they're very fixated
Yeah.
on like keeping that door shut.
What seems to be the problem, ma'am? It's me, the Irish lass, the Klipspringer.
Siobhan.
You, get out of my house. You killed my husband. Get out of our house.
I had nothing. I don't kill. I've never killed anyone. I'm the Klipspringer. I save. I climb walls. How can you kill someone by climbing a wall?
She just like turns in. Claire like turns at you, just like gives you like the when she's not like facing away from mom. Like, what are you doing?
I hear you have a situation here. I'm here from ages to contain it. So if you'll just let me out the door, I will persuade the child to release you from the icy grasp, and then we'll be on our way. Thank you.
Knew it. I knew it. You sent her here. She just looked fine, and then she just went crazy, and everything started freezing. It was a trap from you. I knew it.
She's a rogue element. She's a rogue element who was sent here, who just found this house. She was at the movie Frozen 2, as you can imagine. She was quite inspired by it. So if you'll just let me, it's nothing to do with us. It's nothing to do with you. Totally random. Absolutely no connection here to anyone you know.
Even your mom, a little bit at the Frozen 2 thing, just looks like a little, like, what? And Claire's like, okay, Klipspringer, that sounds good. She got really upset when she was asleep, and then things started getting cold.
Thank you, small, highly intelligent girl. I'm going to step to the door now. Please just let me move and talk to this little girl, and we'll be on our way.
Okay. They both kind of back up farther down the hallway.
Knock on the door.
Yeah, this door is like frozen shut.
Okay.
Like you'll be able to open it, but it takes you like your ability and your and your suit and stuff.
Claire, or not Claire. Susie. Susie, are you okay? How are things?
Does Susie know the difference between your Klipspringer accents and your Katy Kid accent?
Susie probably only knows.
Susie
Klipspringer.
only knows.
Oh, she only okay. I just
Yeah.
wanted to double check. I couldn't remember.
Yeah. Yeah.
Clippy, Clippy.
Yes, hello, Susie. I hear
Yes, I don't know where I am. It's a new place, and they got upset.
ya. No. You're just hanging. You're just hanging out with my friends here. I just met them. They're a very kind lady and her highly intelligent daughter. It seems. And they're just
that was Claire from the movie.
Okay. This. Yeah. Okay, Claire. Oh, your name is Claire. Good. Great. Yes. I was just talking. Oh, this must be Katy Kid's house. That's Claire Kid. Oh, I get it. Okay. All right. Thank you, Susie. Why don't you melt the ice, and we'll get you back to where you belong? Huh?
I make ice. I don't know how to melt it. It just like melts eventually.
You control the weather, right? You could make it warm, right? That would make it really wet.
I haven't tried that before. I guess so. That makes sense. Like I don't think I can make a sun. What else? What's a warm thing I can make?
Not with that attitude.
Could you make like a greenhouse effect? Could you do some localized climate change?
Oh no.
This is not our fault now.
No.
Climate change. Yeah, I think I saw a thing on TV on
Yeah,
the Animal Planet.
It's bad, but here it's going to be good. It's going to be fine right here.
Okay, I think so. Maybe. So I just think like warm things.
Yeah, just warm it up a little, make it steamy and foggy, and try to, I don't know, suck all the water up into a cloud and push it out or something. I don't know.
Emily, I'm gonna have you roll.
Okay.
I'm having you roll for Susie to see if she gets what it is. So
Okay.
just a straight roll.
That's a 4.
That's a 4.
Nailed it.
But you get a thread.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you also get potential.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
No, because you're not rolling for your character.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's literally like I wanted to see on a scale of
Yeah.
2 to 12.
The dice knew.
Yeah.
I feel like based on the damage to her bedroom, she should get potential for that.
Yeah.
We're not getting the security deposit back.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Nope.
All right. So, like, for a second, like you don't hear anything. It just kind of goes a little quiet in there. And then you can feel, because you're like up against the door talking to her, you can kind of feel, oh, okay, like, the door is definitely not as cold as it was a second ago. And then you start seeing like there's some water running underneath the door as all the ice starts to melt. And now the door's getting kind of hot. Not like burning you, but like this is not ambient door temperature.
Yeah.
Like it's definitely getting very warm on the other side. I'm Clippy.
I'm coming in, darling.
Okay. You said greenhouse effect, right?
Yeah, greenhouse effect.
Okay.
I open the door, poke my head in.
Yeah. There's like there's like this cloud of like gas comes out, and you can just see there's like this weird miasma that is like evaporated water and some other gas that you don't know what it is. Like you have no idea what she saw on Animal Planet is what you're starting to realize. Like,
Oh, you really,
Oh, Freon. Oh,
you really ruined someone else's bedroom. That's a problem.
you start to get the idea that maybe she like saw something about carbon monoxide or carbon and like all this stuff. So it's like literally like there's all these gases, and
all
she's-
these deadly
yeah,
gases.
yeah, that are heating up in there, and the ice is definitely melting, and there's water everywhere now. but there's also like all this pretty probably dangerous gas floating around in this room.
Okay, well, I gather her up into my arms, like, doing the classic carrying the child. Well, I have the rogue element. Thank you so much. I'll send in some folks to take care of this. Frantically typing in on my smartphone like water vacuum or something like that. Thank you so much. Claire, you stay in school. Claire's mom, you're a peach of a lady. All right. Goodbye.
Okay.
So, can I tell you how bad 120 and 70% humidity is? That's probably what's happening there,
Yeah,
I guess.
good.
Yuck.
Yeah, super gross. Yeah. All right, so you take off, leaving your now completely drenched apartment, and sort of poisonous gas is floating around in it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Cool.
Do I have anybody at Aegis I can contact to be like? Well, we probably don't want them to know Susie's out.
Oops.
No.
This was a bad idea in general. Just all the way around.
Fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
How'd she
Adventures
get
in
to your house?
babysitting. Yeah.
I mean, yes, you have people you can contact at Aegis. You can call them in if you need to. You're only supposed to do it if you're on official school business and stuff. But you have that contact. You also have contacts at school.
Do I have a way to get in touch with Squidward?
Not directly.
Because he could zap this water into another dimension. That's what he could do.
Totally could.
Yeah. So, I'm
Get
gonna.
Squidward a cell phone.
You need a shell phone.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yep.
I'm gonna go through whatever process I have to text whoever needs to be texted to be like,
Okay.
can you
At
give me
Aegis?
solid?
At school?
At Squidward.
Oh, at
Yeah.
Squidward.
Yeah, I assume there's a chain of command that
Tweet
goes
at
up to
Squidward.
it.
Well, Squidward's kind of like the custodian. So,
Yeah.
So, are you texting the principal? Or are you texting your friends who are there to see hey, can you ask Squidward? Or
I am on student government. No, I'm not. I'm at student government at High.
Yeah.
So, but no, I think that I'm just gonna text some every friend I have to be like, do you see Squidward?
Yeah.
Can he pop here? And then I drop a pin.
okay, nice. Okay.
This is very good.
Yeah.
What could go wrong?
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. So you're texting. You text 4 people. Finally, you get someone who's replying, and they're like, yeah, he's, or it's here in the cafeteria. I could ask. Question
Yeah,
mark?
if you could just have them come here, and there's a bunch of water, and if they could zap the water out of there without being seen by the people who live in the apartment, that'd be great.
Okay. So you're imagining it's a very odd conversation because a lot of the kids don't try and talk to Squidward because they speak in this strange, it's just very different than communicating with a human. So then you get back a thumbs up sign and a little bit of a smiley with a sweat. And so you're in your apartment and your mom and Claire are still there. You're holding Susie, who's kind of panicked but happy to see you because now at least she's got some frame of reference for it being safe here. And then this giant tentacle with, let's see, it's still what I think we said it was a witch hat.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it was still October when we
SPG.
started. It's
Yeah.
only been a day and a half
That's
since we
true.
started this campaign.
And again, is this the tentacles the width of a person?
They're they're very large.
Yeah,
So
okay.
it's yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
What if you changed it with some
Terrifying.
little devil? Or little
Oh yeah, it could be a little yeah, that'll be
It's
it.
gonna
We'll-
need a Santa hat pretty soon.
yeah, little devil horns. That's what we'll have it be this time because every time you see Squidward or part of Squidward,
Yeah,
they
they're
have a different hat on. So yeah, this giant purplish tentacle reaches through interdimensionally with little devil horns on it, the little headband ones, into the apartment, and just kind of was if a tentacle could be the fuck, that's exactly what would be happening. It's kind of
Yeah, Squidward, if you could, take this water and put it somewhere else, and really just, get it out of everything so it's not, soaking everything. If you could just put the water somewhere else, that'd be peachy keen.
Tentacle, goes back and then comes up with what looks like a very, very high-tech mop and starts just, wiping everything down. And then, every once in a while, it'll pull it out and then put it back in, and it's, wringing it in the other dimension.
This is great.
And then, so it's going to take a little while. Your mom is screaming her head off. Screaming. And screaming. And Claire looks like she's trying to be cool, but, she almost wants to scream. But then you talk to it, and it's fine, and it's helping. And she's just kind of, holding her mom and looking at you is this normal? She doesn't say that, but she's, looking at you with the, no.
I have a move. It's not. I don't need to roll on it, but fuck it. I'm just gonna pull up the mask and show my mom. She's gonna be like, "Mom, it's fine. Okay, it's fine." Oh.
She it's a very odd situation, and it's almost like time stops for a brief moment. She just stares, and then blinks and really stares. Katy?
The Klipspringer didn't kill Dad. Dad was the Klipspringer. Oh my God, you didn't figure this out?
What? Your Bob? And then she passes out.
Yeah, that's...
Okay, now just throw her into the other dimension.
Pull the mouse back down. Claire, this is Squidward. You can tell he's fine because he's wearing a hat. They can tell they're fine because they're wearing a hat. I have to get back to school with the Ice Child. So,
okay.
Thank you. Please handle things here.
Okay. Okay. She
Just
just looks at Mom on the ground I can handle this.
If Mom thinks she hallucinated this, you can just roll with that. I don't know, but this might have been a bad idea, but I needed her to shut up.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
I have to get back to my friends because one of them might be dead.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we tip the thing?
Do you have any fish sticks? They really like fish sticks.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
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 Okay.
Do
they have a name?
We call them Squidward.
Squidward.
Yeah, like on
Like
SpongeBob.
a cartoon. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. That's fine. Cool. She kind of starts just kind of pulling your mom to her bedroom.
By one arm.
Yeah.
The drama.
Yeah.
Poor Claire.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And you can, and then if you want to head back, you can.
Yeah, I'm heading back.
Okay.
And see.
Very good. All right, so heading back to Idolon.
Yeah.
You've reached there safely. How are you getting in?
Well, I assume the science lab has windows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one's watching that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's totally fine. So you go in through into the science lab of Professor
Do
Fate.
you want these doors?
Ew, why?
All right. Ken ducks in.
Yeah. Well, and there also might be more adults down by the door.
Yeah,
so.
that's fair.
So you go into Professor Fate's lab. He is standing, staring at the wall
Oh no.
with still the little construction. Oh no, it would have popped away as soon as you were gone, as you couldn't see it anymore. It would
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we tucked his real one under
the
Yeah.
desk.
So he's just standing. He doesn't have his little thing on, which is kind of weird to see him without that.
Yeah.
And he's just kind of staring at this blank wall.
Hey, Professor, we need your help. We were at the movies and robots attacked, and I think Steve got killed.
Oh,
Can you look at him?
Steve.
Bungalow.
He's a
Hi, Dad?
student?
Oh no.
Yeah, he's the projector kid that you helped put together.
Projector.
This isn't me.
I put together a student? That doesn't make any sense.
I'm gonna find it, and I'm just gonna like spend. I have 2 burn left.
Okay.
I'm going to use overcharge
Okay.
to channel the full capacity of my incredible powers to overcome an obstacle, and take a 10+ as unleashing my powers.
Okay.
So that's what I do.
Yeah, is here unleashing your powers to find his memory of Steve in his head?
Yeah, and just like put it back where it goes.
Okay. So we're gonna have a moment where you like your powers kind of like you go kind of into his head, like you did with I that time with 10, and you go in, and it's almost like I described Katy's apartment, except like you're in what you know is his like projection in his mind of his mind.
His mind palace.
Yeah, his mind palace. Yes, that's a great one. And everything's just like got this layer of like clear epoxy over it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you can see everything, but there's like this thick layer between you and everything in his mind.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what it is when you're in there.
How's it going?
So, I mean, you can make I'm not going to make you roll again. So when you're in there and you see this, you can decide what you're going to do.
Yeah, I think I could still talk.
Yeah, you can talk.
yeah.
Sure.
His mind's gunked up. I don't think I can lift this by myself. I'm gonna like melt all of it.
Oh, do not melt his brain more. Does it look fixable?
Yeah, we just gotta peel up this part and not wreck it all, which doesn't make any sense. But
It doesn't make any sense. She's like, oh, okay.
Can you help with this? And I'm like pantomiming, like trying to pick something up, because in the vision I'm like trying to peel up, like resin, like pull it apart,
Exactly.
and you know.
Yeah, a good way, and I don't want to like negate your roll, but I wanted to give you an option. If you want to do it yourself, I will let the roll you have like go, but you get to decide if that's what you want or if you want
No, I
a little
think
bit more control.
I think what I want to use that role as is like I have adequately identified that I can't do this by myself.
Yes, perfect.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's totally fair.
Yeah. Okay. It's basically like, you know how some people put like decorate a
Oh no, it
coffee
makes
table?
perfect
Yep.
sense.
Okay.
I know exactly
And it's
what
like
you're doing.
cards or comic books or
Yeah.
something, and then there's like a layer of epoxy, so everything
Yeah.
is like perfect except like
Yeah.
you got
And
you
we
know
just
it's-
need to
yeah.
like lift
You
that
can't touch
seal
it.
off.
Yeah.
Do I know how dangerous it is to have like 2 different people inside someone's brain?
Are we 2 different people?
Oh,
Yeah, that's a good question.
that's a fair point.
You know what can be done? Whether you have done it, I'll let you decide if you've messed around with that at all. You know, it takes a very high level of control. You know, some of the teachers at Idolon have been able to do it and have maybe talked to you about how to do it before. But I don't know if you particularly have done it. But it is incredibly touchy situation because already when one person is in someone else's mind, it's hard. The person who you entered, it's like starts having trouble between you and them.
Yeah.
So having 2 more people in there, that like just doubles the problem.
Okay. Then I'm gonna roll for burn with my 4 conditions. And
Well, that
please-
means you'll definitely get it.
Yeah. How dare you? How fucking dare you?
That's an 8.
It's an 8. You win.
Yeah. I still have to mark a condition,
What?
which means I exit the scene.
No.
You did this.
I help
You did this. The doubles are proof that you did this.
by a reroll.
How?
You do get
It's
to mark
not the
potential, though.
system.
You get to mark potential.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Well, it's not a fail.
I mean, well, as I get ready to exit the scene, can I just narratively describe it as, like, she attempts to, like, roll burn to, like, push in and help, and then, like, kind of hits that wall of epoxy, and she's just gonna grab your hand and say, I can, you gotta do this. You can do it. You are the one, you're the Nova. I'm just...
I have another idea if you
Oh,
want to
go
go with
ahead.
it.
Yeah.
You won't exit the scene, but you will exit your body.
Okay. That's not
So-
somehow much worse.
So you suddenly find yourself, because, so Discord.
Who?
Who? Nate, you find yourself, you still feel your body. Like, you know you're in this other person's head.
Yeah.
But, like, if you got punched, like, you would know.
Yeah, I'm in 2 places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
10, you suddenly realize you are not in 2 places. You are just in Professor Fate's head. And anyone who is in the room, like, sees your body just kind of fall over.
Yep. Oh, beans.
I would, like, try to grab and also grab, like...
We can
grab
never fall
both of
without
her.
harming
Yeah,
herself.
okay.
I don't think you,
Yeah.
I don't think you have the awareness to do that,
Okay.
but you realize it, like, after she's in there, because, like, you have, like, a little bit of a little bit transparent in there. She is not transparent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But can you realize that you can't control his powers, but you can control Dr. Fate's, like, movements.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Like, because you almost you realize you kind of go to catch yourself, and you're like,
yeah.
oh. Yeah.
Oh. Oh. Do you remember that really old movie that, like, Valkyrie kept talking about being John Malkovich?
Yeah.
I think I'm Malkoviching.
I didn't actually watch it.
I didn't either. I'm cleaning this off. Well, this is terrible, but we're here.
Okay.
And crap, why does it look like this in here? We shouldn't do anything ever.
Well, no, we can fix it. That's the point. This is... If we made it, we can unmake it.
Okay.
That's just science.
Yeah, okay. So if you were in a weird apartment that's a genius's brain, where would you keep the how to fix high def information?
Wait, how are you all the way in here?
You know what? Your powers are fucking wild, and I hate them. And they don't ever work for me the way they work for you.
It's not just mine.
At times like this, when I'm no longer in my body, I definitely feel like they're just yours.
Okay, Steve might be dead.
He's not dead. He
Okay.
can't be dead.
All right, hold on. And I think Nate mostly turns into light. And I didn't expect to use this so soon, but I unlocked my moment of truth.
Oh.
And I'm gonna, like, I think just as a callback, the resin starts picking up, like, the little white boxes that we were organizing, but using I's, like, assistance to sort of organize this as I just, become that, really just like a ball of white light in the Mind Palace.
Cool.
And sort of pulling the resin to me.
Okay.
So is it okay if I read my moment of truth?
Yeah, do it.
Your mind's eye opens and you can see the world around you like never before. You can control it at will with ease. Of course, warping reality tends to have ramifications down the line, but in your moment of godhood, how could you possibly be worried?
Yep.
I'm not.
Nice.
So this resin kind of, it almost looks like it's melting, and it becomes these big globs as it goes to, and you said there were the boxes from the warehouse?
Yeah, it just like looks like that kind of movement as I'm like pulling that all
Yeah, they all come together,
me.
and then soon there's like this big sphere of like kind of ripply goo in the middle of this like quote unquote room. And it's just kind of sitting there, but everything else is uncovered now.
Okay, you got to find the Steve memories and put them back. I don't know how this is going to turn out.
What are you doing?
Just find the memories.
Okay, yeah. I would like to go and find Steve memories, please.
Okay. You don't have access to your powers at the moment.
Nope.
But you can roll like your basic stats.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Can I just like assess the situation?
Sure.
Yeah, that feels fine. Okay, just a 9.
Okay. So you're obviously
Yeah.
scared as fuck and panicking and in this person's body and controlling their body and weird. But yeah, it takes you a few minutes, but you're able to slowly start narrowing down. You realize that the things on the side of the room are actually like weird futuristic looking filing cabinets. And you start realizing that like everything is sorted in a very, not necessarily intuitive way, but like once you start figuring out, you're like, oh, it's not under B for bungalow. Like you start figuring out, and eventually figure it out. It's under P for projector. And so you go, and then there's like this giant file on Steve in there.
Nice.
And it's this weird mix of like, it's not like a perfect file. There's this weird mix of like pictures, which you think are actually like happy memories of him and like mentoring Steve. And there's like these pages that are just a solid color, which you think like represent just his emotions about Steve, and they all tend to be like warm colors. And then there's pages of like data, and there's pages of like crazy quantum physics that I don't know how much you know about quantum physics as a character, and some of it's just like his the written down hypothesis he has about Steve and how exactly it all works and stuff. So it's just like this giant, like cartoonish like folder full of just stuff.
Can I pull it out and then offer it to the white light that is Nate and just say like, hey, I can do physical I don't understand this, and you are, I think, the god inside his brain now. And I just yeet the file at the white light.
Okay.
Explain it and I will do it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna like try to translate that into her own memories.
Okay.
As the doctor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool. Yeah. It like for some weird reason, like it all like as it passes through the white light of Nate.
Do you have to make the noise? Is that part of it?
Yep.
Okay.
I feel like it might be. Yeah. It's sort of like it stays in a folder, like it's like a magic folder, so it doesn't fly everywhere. But like the information kind of like suddenly like you get it, and you / Professor Fate, who are kind of the same right now.
Nate. I think we are all the same thing right now.
Well, you get the very distinct feeling like Nate is there, but he is in a place. You belong here.
Oh. Okay. Cool.
Which we're going to think about
Sexy
later.
professor.
But yeah, you suddenly have like this intense, like very comprehensive understanding of Steve and how he's put together, and also what a great person he is, and how how much he's learned and grown, and like there's all these like sort of like mentor feelings mixed up with like this crazy mathematical like thought process about it, and plans like to try and like teach new things.
Oh my god, he's like his nerd dad.
Yeah, 100%.
Adorable.
Yeah. So like you are like inundated with all these crazy
Yeah.
feelings that are not yours, but like you're like, oh, okay, I get where this is
Yeah.
coming from.
I love my son.
Yeah.
Let's fix him. And then I guess from the outside you see Professor Fate. Dude, I don't know what to do to fix things. I'm just like Babu Frig, just like one little zappy
Screwdriver.
thing. Yeah, just like some sort of zappy Star Wars thing. Hey, I'm Babu Frig. Yeah. And then I'm just touching the projector with a soldering iron.
Yeah. There's like a fancy high-tech tool, we'll say, that you grab. So the cinematic image is like Dr. Fate from the outside, but it's like, you know how movies they do it when they want to like show that another person's controlling. It's like there's like a little ghostly image of 10 like controlling like outline in Dr. Fate, and there's like this weird glow that's for Nate. So there's like so anyone just walking in would be like,
what the fuck? This is cursed.
yeah, very shaped. Like picking up and laying Steve on like the workbench, and then like this little montage of like fixing. It doesn't take like a super long time, and so
Is it enough time for Katy to show up?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's a good.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
there.
And Katy walks in and sees this. So Professor Fate is sort of pseudo-operating on Steve on the table with like this weird outline of 10 and this strange halo of...
Before you can clock its 10, as you walk in, hey bitch!
That's the halo.
Yeah. Nice.
Are you a ghost?
What? Oh god. Am I dead?
You do see her body laying over there on the side.
If I have to live as this raggedy old man, no!
No. We're gonna fix this.
No, it's fine, it's fine. Pull out your phone in a second. When I finish this up, we have to do something.
Okay.
And what happens like as they repair Steve?
Oh, so what got damaged is the lens, and so like, and like the kind of mechanism to that kind of like grossly adjust the lens, because there's all this tiny little like, nanotech kind of bullshit with like crystal. The whole thing shuts down.
Got it.
Like probably right as Katy shows up.
Okay.
My God.
So like what does it look like when it shuts down?
Well, it's like this neat little, like a par can, and it's just, but really tiny. So It's got like this little bulb, and it's got this like little like reflector area, and then it has this sort of like lens thing in front. But then there's a thing in front of that kind of like would reflect it back to all around. There are all these little like tiny pieces on it that probably have like nanoscale bullshit on them to actually like make the figures that are there. And it's fucked up. It's like mostly smashed.
Yeah, so you're working on it, and you get that thing lined up, but then at that moment, like, there's not like a power down sound, but just suddenly it goes from being like Steve, that you're like weirdly like using tools on, to like just a projector sitting on the table.
Oh. Well, I fixed him or broke him forever. But no, I'm a genius, so I fixed him. Just give it a sec. Where's the on button?
Do you want me to hit it on the side?
We'll try that in a second.
Okay.
Do you have a little pin? There's like a reset button.
Oh, yes, I do.
Yeah.
Pulls out a paper clip.
Yeah, I get that. Thank
Okay,
you.
here you go.
Teamwork. Turn it back on.
Yeah, so it goes, and there's a big like light that kind of blinds everybody, and then the light like comes down to, well, it would look a lot like Steve, if Steve was a woman. Like how Steve was a really, really like pretty boy. This is a very tomboyish girl. That looks not like maybe twins, but definitely has like a familiar resemblance to Steve.
Cool.
And still has the suit on that Steve was wearing. But yeah, just kind of lying there.
Steve?
Oh. It's a girl! Mazel. Oh, also, before I forget, can you open TikTok? Most embarrassing dance ever, just in case he's really mad later.
Okay.
And we filmed like 3 very suggestive like dances that will be used for blackmail later.
No, do a little bump and grind. Do it, yeah.
There's a lot of
There you
viral.
go. Yeah.
And there's
Perfect.
a lot of,
Thumbs
hey,
up.
Yeah. Thank you.
what? Are we at school? And she just kind of sits up.
I think as my final act, I just like shunt you back to your body.
Okay.
Is that all right? Just
No.
no. Okay,
I'm having fun.
that's fine.
I think you got a lot out of that roll.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine. I well, it wasn't roll. It was motion.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, that's fine. So I'm gonna just like shut down and collapse in a chair.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Says Dr. Fate. Or
Yeah.
Professor Fate.
You okay?
You have this weird thing where you're hearing in your regular ear
Yeah.
Professor Fate's voice, and in your head you're hearing Ten's voice saying
Yeah.
the exact same
Yeah.
thing, echoing at the same time.
Love it.
If only I
love
could
it.
speak in 2-part.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Why aren't you doing that?
That
And
was amazing. Oh.
Steve looks around and
Steve, are you
Hey,
okay?
Steve.
I feel weird.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. What? Is that 10?
You good? Oh,
Is Ten
she's,
dead?
She's fine.
She's
Hey, Professor.
Oh my god, is that what my butt looks like? Ugh.
You
she's
do see that you are breathing. Your
Yeah.
body is breathing.
yeah, she's both people right now.
Honestly, I'm just this person, if we're being super specific, but you're different, and I just want you to... Gender is a social construct, and you're a hard light construct, and you're a girl now.
Okay.
We're doing kind of a body swap thing, is what we're doing right now. Is just kind of the vibe we're going with
Yeah,
in this
yeah.
episode. Yeah.
All right. I mean, I was still figuring who I was anyway. But Ten, why are you into Professor?
Oof, that's a lot of questions, and you have just been reset, so we will answer those later. It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
He just needed a little
Okay.
help. Are you okay? Do you need some water?
No. Yeah.
Okay. How are you doing?
Well, there's a lot to talk about, but I can't talk about it here.
Oh, okay. So we're all doing great, is what I'm hearing.
No, I really could use some water. That's
Here, I
weird.
pour you a glass in Professor Fate's.
Oh, he keeps it in like a beaker.
Yeah, right?
Such a goob.
and that's the best thing I've ever tasted.
Oh. As compared to?
Then we make... I don't know.
Did you reset your database?
No, but it tastes really good.
Those of you listening at home, Jason just high-fived himself.
Nice.
Yeah.
Professor 10 laughs and goes, the dad joke. Ugh. It's in my brain. I shouldn't have reacted to that. He's still in here.
My head hurts. Ow.
Do you need some water?
Probably.
Yeah. Here.
What? Yeah, I think Nate's eyes are still like pretty unfocused, but he's not about to fall unconscious or something.
Am I still Steve?
Yeah, absolutely. Just a little bit of a factory reset. I think you're good.
Okay.
Do you remember your life as Steve?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't know your name.
Pretty sure we're just our memories, man.
Ooh, that's deep.
Ow.
Are you
But-
okay?
Nope.
Wait, so if my memories were gone, then I'd be...
That makes you... I don't remember.
All right.
It was in class one time.
Okay, cool. Well...
Oh, I remember. It's you are who you think you are.
Huh.
That was the... Oh.
I think, therefore, I am.
Well,
Descartes.
you are
Why
who
do I
you
know that
think
name?
No.
I am...
That's not what it was.
Okay.
That's not the right
Nope.
quote.
Nope. There's a thing yelling in my brain that says that's exactly what that was. Oh, no. This is insufferable.
I think I need to stretch my legs.
Okay.
Do you want to go on a walk?
I think I want to go just, like, to the roof.
Okay. Do you need someone to go with you, or are you okay by yourself?
I think you should go with him.
Okay.
Her.
What pronouns do you prefer now?
Well... I guess you should say her now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, you could change
Yeah.
your mind later, too. That's...
Okay.
Nate, do you want me to help you get back to your room? You could probably.
What?
use oh, God. Go. I got this.
Okay. You know, it's okay. Some boys look like girls. Some girls look like boys. That's how it goes.
I mean, I kind of did before. But, and it looks down, like... I just feel different.
Okay. We'll talk about the gender binary on our way up to the
That's good.
Bless you.
So we'll get back to you two in just a second. So as far as everyone's concerned, Professor Fates is helping Nate back to his room because he's
Oh, I don't have a shirt on.
tired.
Oh, my God.
That's right.
I think I offer you a lab coat.
Yeah, there you go.
We were doing science.
I'm not cold.
I know. But I'm an old man and you're a child, and this is weird. And I'm not going down like Socrates.
Nah. All right.
Oh my god, I forgot about the shirt. Okay, sorry. You broke me for a second. Okay. So you help him back up. Generally, you're able to re-enter the scene when you clear a condition, or just after time passes, or the next scene.
When time passes.
Okay.
You're fiat.
Okay.
I will stay here as long as
Yeah.
you want because it's hilarious.
Sorry, it was very
No,
fun.
it's so good.
So yeah, and then I'm going to say that you, or I mean, I guess it's up to you. Like, yeah, you get Nate up to his room, and then what do you do?
You okay? Do you need?
I don't know.
I'm gonna check the hall, and then just like go in.
Yeah.
And like kind of get you propped on your bed.
Oh, yeah. Because I'm not, like, you put me in the room. I think I'm just standing there. Like,
Yep. We'll just go full like and sit on the bed.
Oh, okay.
And I like knock a bunch of stuff off of your desk chair and just sort of sit like at the edge of it in a very like insecure 10 pose, which is weird on like an old man.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you were incredible inside his head. What was that?
I don't know that I could do that again. I don't know how I did that.
That's amazing. You did it. If you hadn't done that, I don't think we would have been able to help Steve.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have gotten to that point without you're good at the mind stuff.
You're good at the mind stuff too.
I think maybe I got better at it because of you.
You're so not. You're like dying of brain power, and you still are complimenting. God, what is your deal?
That's really loud.
Sorry. His voice projects. He yells over us all day.
Yeah, it's really something because I hear both of you.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
Is your body still upstairs?
Well, no, I tried to, and my powers don't work in this body, and either Professor Fate needs to go to the fucking gym, or I need to eat a salad, because I couldn't move myself.
I can't reach it.
Don't worry about it. I've fallen asleep dumber places.
I think I'm gonna fall asleep now.
Oh. Okay.
And just like tip over on the bed.
Okay. Well, and I think she like tries to reach out with her mind and is like kind of freaking out that she can't like check on you inside your head and just sort of whimpers and then walks away. And I go find my fat ass, like my literal fat ass, and and there's just like a. I want to ask like any students I see in the hall to like haul my body back to my room.
Well, when you get back to, because it's been a couple minutes, I'm going to say it takes 25 minutes to take him. Yeah, because you had like a moment and stuff. You get back to the lab and your body's not there.
Oh, cool, perfect. Ah, yes. Yes, this tracks.
So we're going to now jump to the amazing Katy Kid and Steve as they are heading back up.
So when you say you feel different, what do you mean? Just that you feel like feminine?
I don't know what that feels like, but
Some of the
Maybe.
time good, a lot of the time bad.
okay. That's kind of how I felt before. Some of the
Okay.
time good, a lot of the time bad.
Okay, yeah, that may be the human condition.
But I'm not. And thinks about that for a second. Okay.
Do you think, like, could you change yourself to look like anyone if you wanted to?
Not really.
Okay.
It hurts because all of my nerves are there, and if I change my face, it's like somebody is punching you a lot. And if I change my brain, then I'll be a different person, or maybe not a person.
When you were on the Fritz, where did you go?
Well,
Anywhere?
Well, I think I reset, so I would go back to the normal programming for the projector. Like I think I went away,
Okay.
and so now that I'm back, see, I don't know. I don't understand it. I just don't know. Maybe the professor will have some more
Yeah.
when he wakes up.
Yeah.
Because he
He's
knows
back.
how the projector works and how it. I think it has a default, but I'm not the default, and I don't want to be a default. If that makes any sense to you.
Okay. Katy is rapidly running out of things that she knows about gender.
I think if we get to like the roof area,
Yeah, but as we get to the roof, she's like, do you still want to be called Steve? You could take a different name if you wanted. But Steve is good too if you want, like Stevie Nicks.
Hey.
Yeah. Maybe. I have to think about, a lot has happened.
Yeah, no,
Like,
absolutely.
a lot has happened today. And we just went to the movies.
Do you remember what we were saying about Grey's Anatomy?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should watch later. That'd be nice.
Oh my god, she's gonna love Grace so much more now. Yes!
It's all the estrogen.
Yes! This pleases me.
I'd really like that. I'd really like that a lot. Maybe something that makes sense.
Yeah. So we're up on the roof now.
Yeah. I want to... And so, like, she looks down at her hands. It's like, what if I can't... What if I can't do anything anymore?
Well, I'm sure you can. You have all the same equipment. Just slightly different equipment.
Give or take.
But mostly the same equipment.
Some would call it an upgrade.
Why don't you try to make something? Why don't you try to make just an apple? Just here, put in my hand. Put an apple.
And she'll reach out and apple appears
See,
there.
you can do it.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay, cool. And she's gonna go to the to like the range, I think. So, okay. So like we'll get the battle suit going, and then she like flexes herself, like brings her hands like into fists, and the digital thing goes up above her, like the battle suit thing that she created for the robots, and then it disappears almost immediately afterwards.
That's new.
I think I'm broken somehow.
Well, like you said, maybe Professor Fate can take a look at it, or maybe you can retrain yourself. You know, I've had to relearn some skills here and there.
I think I'm hungry. Why am I hungry?
Why don't we go see if we can get some food in the cafeteria?
Okay, I've never been hungry before.
Let's go to the cafeteria. Frantically texting my best friend, who's not in her body.
Nope.
I think Steve's a real girl.
It doesn't go anywhere. Or wherever it goes. I don't know.
Yeah, well, let's just waiting for you.
Yeah,
let's just
cool,
waiting for you.
tight.
Yeah. Let's go. You know what? If you're hungry, you've never had pumpkin pie, and they have the best pumpkin pie here. So let's go get some pumpkin pie. That can be like your first meal. You can eat the whole pie.
I can. I feel like I can.
So as you're heading to the cafeteria, you see on a stretcher two of like the medic personnel. They're like adults. They're hired. You don't know if they have powers or not, but carrying Ken on a stretcher away from the direction of Professor Fate's office. With like two really stressed out looking students who like probably were showing up for tutoring or something and just found Ken like lying on the ground and obviously called like the nurse's office.
Oh, it's okay. It's I, the mighty Klipspringer. I got this. It's okay, folks. I can handle it from here. This is she's with me.
It's part of her power set.
She's just in she's kind of recharging. She's doing a yoga meditation thing.
Yeah.
It's a tantric emptying of the self is what's happening right now. And I'll just take her off your hands.
Okay.
Have you seen Professor Fate at all? I think he might know what to do.
The adults look at you very skeptically. I'm going to have you roll I'm sorry, I'm very tired. What do you usually roll to fool somebody?
Provoke.
Provoke?
Provoke? Yeah, I guess provoke, but we're not going to use it as like provoke. Like we're going to use it as like fool them or like convince them.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So you're going to roll plus superior.
Yeah.
11.
It's a bunch.
Perfect. Okay. They look like very dubious for a second, but then they're like, these kids are weird. So they just kind of like give each other the look and like, all right, you said Klipspringer?
Yeah, we have the Klipspringer name has been in this city for 75 years, so
Yeah.
I'll thank you to recognize me.
Yeah.
Put some respect on her name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So like, all right, well, do you need us to take her somewhere for you?
No, I'll just throw her over my shoulder. You can help me carry her,
Rude.
right,
Yeah.
Stevie?
Sack of potato.
Yeah.
I can.
Yeah. The two like students are like, okay, like they're younger students. They're not as young as Susie, but like they're somewhere in the middle, so they kind of look up to you. So like, okay, cool, yeah, it's a big kid thing.
Stay in school.
Specifically this one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
specifically stay in this one. And then the medic's like, okay, help you throw her over your shoulder, and then they like write down on the clipboard that like that you were taking responsibility, and then they like walk off talking. Not the weirdest thing that's happened to them today.
Say.
So when Steve helps you, like she is super easily carrying like the 10-bit, like just kind of like maybe even just with one hand, like whatever it is that she's supposed to be doing, just kind of like.
That's unusual. Really. That's
Yeah, she got a lot lighter. She been eating salad?
yeah.
Never.
Oh no, she's always been just a very, very fit girl. I'm sure that's what it is.
Where is Professor Fig right now?
These are firm calves.
I mean, you probably, I don't know, where did you go after you went to the lab? Like, I'm thinking these things are probably happening pretty simultaneously.
Yeah.
Like, they're walking upon them, carrying your body while you're
Yeah,
walking
can I
into the
just
lab.
come in like, oh, thank God. What are you, hurry. I need to get back in that body because this one has to pee and I'm afraid. I don't want to.
Well, we're all
can't
learning a
be
lot
there.
about gender today. But
Yeah. I'm not going to touch my teacher's wiener.
Nope.
We're going to pee our pants first, so let's figure this out. Cool.
I think I have to pee.
That's a lot of firsts for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember, if it's a public restroom, do the hover. Strong quads. Let's go.
here's what I want to try this.
Accurate.
I'm going to sit on the ground next to your body. I'm going to hold your hand. You try to feel me with you in that moment and see if you can pull yourself back.
Okay.
Like a life
Well,
raft.
that's really cool. That
Yeah.
makes perfect sense.
I mean, we're friends. It should work.
Yeah, friendship.
Friendship is stronger than whatever this is.
Yeah.
I probably
Okay.
need to roll something.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Come
I
on
don't
and
have
support. Plus
powers.
1 day.
Oh, yeah, come on
I'm
and
just
support.
smart.
Hold on for just a second. Ten, you also, while you're there, you kind of get the idea, like, pushed in your brain. Probably not your idea.
Yeah.
But, like, that's a great thing. And, like, maybe Professor Fate's connection to Steve might help, like, pull you apart if you hold Steve's hand.
Nice. Oh, that is a good idea. Are you in here?
You get, like, this, like, if you could have the like, look at you, but it's like a feeling in the
Yeah.
brain.
Okay. Well, number one, you should have just let Susie go to the movies anyway. I feel like this is your fault.
Yep.
Like, the eye roll feeling in your head is just like,
Your eyes
Don't
start
make
to
me
roll.
roll my own eyes. That's ridiculous.
I love this so much.
I will slap us. I will do it. You
You get,
can't be
like-
mad at me when I leave.
you get kind of this, like, detention.
Don't you dare! No, I'll stay. I'll stay here.
Pee
We
your
can
pants.
just be me now.
Yeah. You think-
We can be a teacher that peed our pants. Yeah? We good? Truce?
You get the feeling of him settling back in.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm as smart as you now.
But no, he's settling back in because he's like, okay, we're going to pee then.
No!
Professor, might I
Checkmate.
remind you
Yeah.
Oh, TikTok.
of all the footage we
I'm
have?
gonna make you internet famous.
Um,
We good?
You get this strange, like, equation that you think might break the internet, but then, like, it goes away very quickly.
I would.
Evil motherfucker.
Like a little bit of a smirk and a smile
yeah,
feeling.
nice.
I would like to mark a condition to get the science abilities to do this.
Okay.
And I also would like to go through a magical girl kind of transformation sequence
Yay.
into
Yes.
a science person.
Yes. Absolutely yes. It can
Magical
happen.
girl scientist.
But
Yeah.
you have to describe the magical girl.
Sailor Mercury.
Yeah.
Sailor Mercury.
This is gonna be weird as fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, so like she's like kind of like floats up a little bit while you guys are like doing all of your stuff, and you notice when she spins around, and then light starts to come out of her fingertips and out of her eyes, and then her jaw opens and light comes out of her mouth, and
This is less of a magical girl and more of like Beast at the end of Beauty and the Beast, and I just want to point that out. That was from
that's
Professor, not me.
that's a fucking magical girl transformation.
It's
Fight
not.
me.
It wasn't.
I
She
mean,
was
Because
hotter as
then,
the Beast. There, I
then
said it.
you get
Yep.
one hand that's covered in shit, and then the other hand has another glove on it.
There's
and then
sparklers?
then you have like,
you have the hair floaty like it's in water, but they're not.
but you have the goggles that come on that
Oh.
are like rhinestones and shit like that.
Nice.
And then like the sensible shoes that are resistant to both acids and bases. And then
favorite part of
finally,
any outfit.
the
sensible
like
shoes.
the shimmering goes all the way up, like starting from the calves up, and it's the lab coat.
Nice.
There's no way
Sparkly?
Katy. There's no way.
Yeah,
Katy
sparkly
would,
lab coat. Yeah.
There's no way Katy would know this reference, but she immediately says it's like Michael Crichton wrote George Michael.
That wasn't me laughing. That was Professor. I didn't get that even a little bit. Calm down in there. It's so noisy in here.
Oh my god, I love this game so much.
All right, I'm gonna roll comfort or support.
Okay.
To give
Hold
my
on. Come here, Sailor Mercury, and I grab your hand.
So I'm going to have you roll comfort and support too.
Okay.
Oh boy, that's an 8.
This is gonna go really well.
Since you're helping, you can take from the team pool too.
Can I wield my powers instead? Because I turned into a science person.
How are you wielding your powers to help comfort or help
Oh, I'm-
support your friends?
Well, I'm not trying to support it right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and actually like
Okay.
do the thing.
Do what?
Okay.
Put you into your body.
Oh.
That's why I turned into a science person.
Ah.
I'm confused, but okay.
Well, let's have both things happen then.
Okay.
So, why don't you use your science thing
Okay.
to help Katy,
Mhm.
and that can be how she gets from the team pool.
Okay.
'Cause you can,
Okay. Then it'll be like a little like because you're trying to convince to
separate them.
Separate them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not, but you are. So.
So we'll have a little thing get made that's a circlet that goes over the head and then goes over the head, so you can psychically do this thing.
That went well last time.
Yeah. You know what? I'm getting a big old no from here. So, nah.
I'm just gonna do it
Well-
with the power of friendship, like I said.
Yeah. Sorry. The last time, someone seems to have remembered. The last time we did a little head thing, and I'm getting a lot of lean away. Ooh, calm down. It's making us have to pee more. We're nervous, and I think we're gonna piddle like a dog. So, can you say
Okay.
something to
But-
him to calm him down, please? That would be great.
And it's just like parsing.
Yeah. You do remember that you have, or it might be on the floor under a desk or something, but at one point you did have Professor Fate's actual headpiece.
Oh. I don't know if this is useful, but it might be useful. Hold on. And grab the headpiece.
Yeah.
Okay.
If we can set it to transmit instead of the block.
Skip. I am Professor Fate. I can do this myself. I fixed you, sort of. Made you a girl. Honestly, it feels like I'm even better at this than you are. Don't say. You can't use that language with a student.
I'm gonna have Steve roll to do it because
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're the one with powers.
magical transformation. Yeah,
Okay, so what am I doing?
your science magic.
Okay,
I
cool.
didn't-
Science magic. That is 9.
Okay,
And you get
Very
a
good.
thread. Every time I'll make the joke, and
Yeah.
you can't stop me.
doubles.
Can you just have grabbed it back from me as I
Yeah.
started arguing again?
Great. So we're going to say that helps Katy, and we're going to bump you to a 9. You got an 8?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're going to bump it to a 9.
Can I spend the team from the team pool to help?
Yeah.
And then you can do that, and that'll give you a 10.
Nice.
So then it is 100% a success. So you tweak his little, like, head piece thing.
It's a tiara. We can call it what it is.
No, it wasn't a tiara. Like, I forget how I described it. It was like headphones almost.
Yeah.
Like, it was
Oh,
like above.
I thought it was a
Yeah.
circlet.
No.
Oh, no, it was like over-the-ear headphones that like snap down and make like a
visor
HUD.
thing, yeah.
It's very cool.
Yeah.
All right.
And it also keeps psychics out of your head.
Let's do that part.
Yeah, so we do this together. So as that like snaps over Professor Fate's head, you suddenly feel like 10 in his head. You almost feel like a giant vacuum feeling, like you're getting sucked out.
Oh, that's
so you
horrifying.
feel yourself kind of like zapping through you and in like not into Katy, but like it's almost like a conduit through Katy to your body.
Nice.
So you end up boom.
Kate do it if you will.
Yeah, I can't do it.
That was you again.
Yeah, that was a dad joke from Professor. And as you leave, he's like, "No, that you." So you are in your own body. It feels really weird. And then you kind of see also like Professor Fate kind of like lean up against like whatever's nearby, just kind of like steadying himself. And he's still holding Steve's hands,
You see?
and then seems a little like, oh,
Is it you?
like when he looks at Steve, this is different, and he drops the hand really fast.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you?
I want to make a joke, but I can't even think of one in the moment. Something. I'm a very smart man. Yeah, it's me.
And then it's like Katy when she's clippy, it tries to do a little swagger. She's not very good at it, but she just immediately the facade drops and she like grabs you into the biggest hug
Yeah.
imaginable. Yeah.
Sweet. I hug you back. Oh my god.
Do your powers come back online?
Do that?
Okay. Yeah, I think I like snap awake, like Tendai.
Hey, are you good?
Whoa.
Oh my god, thank god I can hear you.
And we're going to clear one of your conditions since she did comfort and support for
Oh,
you.
thank you. Just one? Can I please be wiped because I died a little bit?
Yeah, we can. We'll let that happen.
Sweet. Because then I'm back down to 4.
Yeah.
And anything I do.
Anything you do with
will
that,
be
yeah,
back up.
that makes sense. You're out of your body. Your body had a long time to recoup from using all the power. It was just chilling.
Thank you.
The power of friendship.
Oh my god, you used friendship. You both did. It was really sweet. Professor Fate likes you so much. It's like embarrassing.
So we're a professor. It's like,
So, Professor Fate, Steve here could maybe tell you there seems to have been something when she came back was different, beyond the obvious.
Yes. Yeah, I remember most of it. He kind of like glances awkwardly at 10.
You have to pee.
I think shifts a little bit. Sometimes when hardware gets damaged, it can change the operating, and especially when something is reset, sometimes it comes back online a little bit different. And it seems that might be what has happened to Steve. It could be an amalgamation of actual hardware damage, or it could be some of the information that, I'm sorry, he, she, they?
I think you should say she.
She, that something that she, all the things that she learned before she became she, may have been part of the reboot and been brought back online with the program. But there are many hypotheses. So I guess.
Is it okay if I come flying down the hall and scoop Steve up in a hug? Like, oh my god, you're not dead! Ha! It's like, telekinetic hug!
Is shockingly solid.
Yeah, okay.
And in a sparkly lab coat.
That's,
And in a sparkly lab coat.
I don't think I've noticed that yet.
Resplendent
You'll
with,
get there.
with
Splendid.
tiara eye goggles.
Yeah.
He's not dead.
Yeah, we did it. I'm me again. Are you okay?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
And you're not dead. And you're not dead.
Yeah. I'll, like,
And you're not
step
dead.
back.
I am also not dead, but I was
okay.
never in danger to begin with. So,
And like just to the three of them, I project and Susie's okay?
Oh, Susie.
Yeah, she's fine. Nothing happened there. She got back and she just slept it off. It's wonderful.
Okay,
Right.
roll. Roll provoke someone. Because he's literally like talking to your brain.
Oh, that's a 9.
Okay. You get a little blip of like a glitch, but seamless.
Well, I know. No, Klipspringer has secrets from me, and I respect that.
Yeah.
That's
Oh.
But it's one of those things where it's like almost like when someone starts to talk and they're like, great, it's all fine.
Yeah.
Totally good.
yeah,
So, and you think it's totally fine? Or, I mean, you can decide what you want.
yeah. Well, I'm gonna do it and add 1 to the team pool. I agree to the lie.
Nice.
Nice. Very cool. So, yeah, everything's fine. Nothing weird happens.
Totally good.
I'm sure Susie's great at keeping secrets.
Yeah.
And as I walk away from Professor Fate, I remember all the answers to tomorrow's quiz. I look forward to being much better.
He kind of grins, and then he flips his visor down. And whose phone did you film the TikTok the video on? So Katie's phone like gets really warm in her pocket, and then like there's just like this little of smoke. And then he flips his goggles back up. He's like, okay.
That's in the cloud, you know.
He'll go there too. He's so smart.
Shut up.
He just kind of grins at you.
You guys, I'm pretty sure he's an evil witch. We have got to go.
Yeah, let's go.
And then he grins. He says, "Steve, I'm really glad that you're all right."
I'm glad you're all right too. I don't know what happened, but I feel okay.
He's gonna kind of give the three of you like the look, like get out and you talk to Steve alone. for a minute.
Okay. Well, yeah, we need to talk to Steve. We are the same now, you and I. Okay. I'm good.
I don't think that's gonna work.
No? Okay.
Is Steve a girl now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We need to talk about trust
All right.
because I trusted you.
Oh. Right. It's just a joke. We were just playing, and we wanted to go to the movies.
I understand that.
Yeah, I didn't think it'd be a big deal.
I know.
But if we weren't there, people would have died.
That's the real takeaway.
Explain, because he was not there.
Well, there was an attack. Like the robots that attacked when I sent a robot to space.
Oh.
They attacked the theater, and we saved a whole bunch of people. We did hero stuff.
Did they attack the theater or did they attack you?
I don't know. They were kind of all around, so I don't think it was just us. Otherwise, they would have had a better attack pattern.
Maybe, but it seems strange that the same robots would show up for you twice at two different places. Perhaps nothing would have happened if you hadn't been there.
Well, then the robots just would have been wherever we were next.
Right, but you wouldn't have been in a crowded theater with a small child.
There were several small children there.
Yeah, that's better.
I mean, but we would have been anywhere. I don't see how. I mean, anytime we went out, we would have been attacked there. Why would they go for us?
I don't know. But I think it's important with your life experiences that you think about this. And this is something that a lot of young people have to learn. That it's not always worth breaking trust with someone who cares about you for short-term gain. Because it's going to take a while for me to learn to trust you again, Steve.
Ah. Okay. I think I see what you're saying here, Professor. That it's okay. I'm real sorry.
I appreciate that. But you need to understand, like, we were very lucky that you and your friends were able to fix what was wrong with me.
Mm-hmm.
In another situation, I may have been. He like struggles for like the word permanently damaged. And it's like a bad joke.
Yeah, it would be terrible if both of us were permanently damaged.
Right. And unfortunately, as I'm an organic, it's a little less. It's harder to find parts to switch out for me.
For now.
Nobody's perfect.
He grins and agrees with that because he just thinks you're like the coolest thing. Anyway, go join your friends and have a good time. But this is a good lesson to learn.
I'm like,
So Steve walks out, and when the door shuts, and walks down the hallway, a shit-eating grin gets onto her face.
Okay.
Because she got away with it.
Nice.
Nice.
I approve this message.
I'm like stabbing at my phone. It's just,
No.
I think it's gone.
We can go get you a new one.
But you know, I don't have any money.
We can get you a new one.
Yeah. That's not a problem.
I
Just don't ask too many questions. Being a boy is weird and hard, and there I said it.
So hard.
No, that's not what I meant. I take it back. And if I knew how to mind white people, I would take it out of your brain. That I said that out loud. I'm just letting you know.
So you guys are like in the cafeteria?
I don't know. Where
Were
did
you,
we go?
were you guys like waiting like
Yeah.
Where are you
just
guys
out
waiting?
of I saw it down the hall? You're like
I
around.
want to make that joke like for really real right when you say that. It's hard being a boy. So hard.
I'm sure.
Yeah, we could be
Yeah,
around.
that's
We
fine.
were waiting for you to get out.
Yeah, all right, cool.
Sweet.
All right. We're good.
Nice.
Oh my god, why are these robots following us around?
And that's what Professor Fate said. That they were there for us.
That is
Well,
weird.
obviously for me.
Then
Obviously?
I mean, have a 75-year legacy in this city.
Oh,
because
okay.
I didn't think of
my
that.
God. So arrogant.
that's
I mean, probably not wrong, but like, so arrogant.
Like they totally took it seriously. Like, yeah.
Also, you have the feeling that like, I don't know, the best way I can describe it is like leaning in. That like 10 is having a hard time like not trying to like lean into like hearing your mind. Just the weird like brain like hug. Just this.
Yeah.
But mentally. She was locked out for like 8 minutes and it sucked.
so then anytime we go out, they're gonna go for Clippy.
I mean, we could test this. I could stay here some night, and y'all could go somewhere else.
I mean, or we could try to
But
figure out.
they never try to get me by myself.
Well,
At
didn't-
opera school.
Yeah, opera school, which you're definitely at all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Maybe they don't know your secret identity.
We'd better protect it.
Yeah.
And never tell anyone.
We won't talk
Yes.
about opera school outside of this. Nate is straight-faced. He 100% believes Clippy is an opera student who performed in Frozen 2
Yeah.
and is good friends with his friend, Katy Kid.
If this is comic book land, yes, that totally tracks.
Yep.
About all of that, 10, maybe we should talk just a little bit later whenever you got the time to chat about some of that.
That's a good call. But, I mean, there's got to be something we can research and figure out where these robots are coming from.
Yes.
Like, I don't know if it's weird to talk about the previous Klipspringer's demise, but are they just going after the like a legacy?
Was that Klipspringer killed by robots?
I don't know. Do we know?
I'm sorry, I don't know the history.
I don't pay attention to that part of the class.
I'd rather not talk about this right now.
Yeah, okay. Sorry.
It's okay. But no, the previous Klipspringer was not killed by robots. He was atomized.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't know by whom, but I'm going to find out.
Yeah, sorry, I won't ask. Wow. Well, the next time we see them, we could, like, split up a little bit more and see if they're... Wait, how many came to the mall?
There were 3 of them, right?
I thought I counted 4.
Was it 1 and then 3...
Yeah, I think so.
3 backups? For a total of 4? Can I roll to remember? Yeah, that's 7. That's about right. Like 4. 3? I don't know. I don't remember. I was in the back. I wasn't looking. Why am I the one responsible for remembering this?
You can count, right?
I can count. 1, 2.
Those are her middle fingers.
I have a problem. I don't think my powers work like they did.
You were like holding my body up by one, like with one hand. So disagree. Also, your outfit.
There's nothing special about us, but there's something special about this place. What if they're trying to use us to get in here?
Oh,
I think we're special.
Well, I mean, yes, but we're not, the principal.
We're just like the next greatest superhero team of all time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sure.
yeah. Clippy. Oh, I still haven't heard Discord as your name yet, have I?
Like you announced it at the mall.
Yeah, were people talking about it? Whose brains I can hear?
Probably.
I'm sure it's online, or yeah, maybe you
Oh
got
yeah,
the
no,
echo.
that's what it was. You announced it, and a bunch of people had filmed it.
Oh
Nice.
yeah,
When you get online, you will see a bunch of
yeah. If you like
video
look up
on
news about
YouTube
the mall
and
attack,
TikTok about.
I wasn't sure
the
if I could
new-
like drop it now. I'll mention it later. I don't know yet. Okay. I don't know what to do. I don't want to endanger Susie or any of our like normal friends, like Katy.
yeah,
So
Yeah,
normal.
we'd hate to get Katy in danger.
Oof, she's so squishy.
yeah.
Pretty useless. She wouldn't be able to like protect herself even a little bit.
She would die if one of those robots looked at her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's so
I
fragile.
mean, most people would die. I mean, why are we?
Squishy is like a terrible term.
yeah.
You guys are being weird about this.
What? No? What? No.
Well, we all are friends with Katy.
Yeah, she's just like my best friend, and I just don't appreciate the idea of putting her in danger. And that's the only thing. Do you?
So,
Yeah.
I mean, we just got back. You guys want to go out again?
Oh my god, no, why?
I
How
want
could I be
She's like,
so terrible?
Yeah. Why don't we? How about the
I-
roof for some air?
And some pumpkin pie to bring up there.
Okay.
I love pie. Hey, was I heavy when you picked me up?
Oh,
I'm gonna eat pie.
not even a little.
Oh my god, yeah.
Who
I
would
like
call you
this.
heavy?
I don't know. I saw myself from a very unflattering angle when I was the professor.
Can't think of what that angle would be.
Steve. It's time we learned about the way that society conditions women to have unhealthy body images.
Oh.
Yeah, you might have some of that in there. You might be surprised to find it.
Oh, good luck.
Heaven knows I was.
God! Good luck, Steve!
I mean, I know women are supposed to be hot.
Oof.
Is that it?
Oh, there's so much more.
There's, yeah.
Good luck.
You're just going to keep finding new levels. It's just going to be, it's going to be a thing.
Patriarchy.
This is terrifying. It's in character.
Yeah. She looks at you and goes, yeah.
Nice work, Nate.
You did this.
Sorry for the patriarchy.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Okay.
be an ally
you.
for once in your life.
I'll do my best.
Be nice to Nate. He had a whole day. He was a god inside a brain for a little bit. That is weirder when you say it out loud. It made more sense when we were there. We should go upstairs. Upstairs, please.
Is there any point at which I can get you alone from the other two?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
gonna go get pie.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, go
And
get
I'm-
us some pie. gents.
I can't tell if I have to pee or I'm still remembering. You want to
Let's
come
go.
with me to the bathroom?
A safe space.
Yeah.
I showed my mom my face.
What?
Yeah, I showed my mom my face. Susie totally destroyed the apartment, and I needed to fix it, so I called Squidward in, and Squidward was cleaning it up, and then my mom was freaking out, so I showed her my face because I needed her to shut up, so my mom knows now.
And Susie.
All of that was so bad.
And Susie.
Susie?
Susie knows. Oh no.
She's not. She's okay.
I mean, she was pretty groggy. Like, oh yeah, she
Yeah.
totally knows.
Okay.
She knows.
Wait, so why did she destroy the apartment? Did Claire do something to her?
What's that?
I don't know. No, I was just wondering why she would. Did she just lose control of her powers when she
I
woke up?
think that she woke up and she woke up and
And she was like,
yeah, what's going on?
new
And
place,
she she did a full Elsa all over the place, and I tried to get her to fix it with global warming, and it went poorly.
Wait, hold on. Can she do that?
Not well.
But her powers aren't just snow?
Yeah, she can heat stuff up. Remember we had her do that dust storm to
Oh my god.
make the cars messy? Yeah.
I did forget about that. Okay.
She's got weather powers. It's just
Yeah, I did
usually
forget.
ice is more useful than
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it rain really hard.
I would make it rain all the time. Out of character.
It can't rain all the time.
It can. I can make it. Thank you, though.
So anyway,
Gotcha.
Love
my
that
mom
movie.
knows. She passed out. Claire was going to deal with it. I don't know what's happening because my phone doesn't work.
Oh god. And she just immediately hands you her phone. Okay. There's a couple ways we can go about this. One, do we need to have a sit-down dinner in a public place where she can't freak out? And then we'll talk about this? About you being a superhero? Or I could try to mind wipe her? That feels worse. I don't want to do that. I just don't want Aegis to find out because they're crazy.
Do you remember before all this happened and you and I and my family used to go to Bennigan's all the time? Let's go to Bennigan's.
Okay, yeah.
Let's do that.
Did you two check under the stalls before this conversation?
No. Of course not. Ew, who would dare be in here?
It just popped into my head.
I'm sorry, I've been sitting on the Susie thing for since it happened. I was she hasn't thought of it yet. She hasn't thought of it yet. Sorry, Mabel. Continue.
Yeah,
Okay, so Bennigan's?
Bennigan's.
Maybe we go after school tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll talk with Claire. I'll get it all. Actually, you talk with Claire.
Okay, I'll talk.
She actually respects you, and I mean, she thinks I'm
She
fine.
thinks it's whatever.
Yeah.
She thinks I'm cool, but she loves you so much.
Yeah.
And I wanted to just mention, I totally get it, and I'm the one that pushed you to text. She was pretty hurt when you were sitting with Josh.
Oh.
I'm just letting you know. I think she needs you to be there for her a lot right now. I didn't pry because I promised.
No,
not to
I just
cry, but
I got a lot going on.
I think she's going through a lot too.
Having two identities is killing me.
Yo, right? I don't even know how you're doing it. Oh my god. I have one tiny problem and I am just doing the worst possible job with it. I don't know how you manage it. You're the strongest person I know.
Bennigan's, and don't let Nate find out because you know he loves chain restaurants.
Oh my god. He loves blooming onions so much.
You don't have to talk about me like that. I'm not ashamed.
You just
No, she doesn't say that with disgust. She says it with whist.
oh God, you still totally love him.
I
I thought
do.
you were over that.
I know. I'm a bad feminist, I think. I still don't really know what that means, and I should Google it.
I'm not a very good feminist either because I held Josh's hand, and I totally almost didn't save the day because I was oh, but I'm holding his hand. But
Hell yeah.
it's kind of soft, but also kind of hard, and it's great.
Ooh, that's nice.
Perfect.
I mean, at the end of the day, men are trash, but I'm a raccoon, and just burrowing through it.
Yeah.
Oof. Cool. Well,
Let's go have some pie.
yeah, yay pie. Oh god.
Okay, hold on. frosted lucky. There, we got it.
Oh yeah, good.
Yeah,
what's
perfect.
your phrase?
Frosted Lucky Charms. They're magically
I
delicious.
hate you for that. That's
Yeah.
very good. Okay. I'm gonna be
Wow.
Good. Very nice. Okay. So do you use Ten's phone at all?
I full blown handed it off. It's just in your hand.
Yeah, I text Claire and I'm like, this is your sister Katy. I don't have a phone. Long story. Let me know if anything's up. Or you can let Ten know. She'll let me know. It's just endless walls of like. I had 35 texts from a friend today. It was that. Just constant qualification.
Okay.
Yes.
There's just like the ... for a while.
Yeah.
And then, like, you get everything's bad. Where are you? I don't think you even care.
I gotta go home tonight. Eat like my pie for me.
Okay. Do you want me to go with you?
If you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Oh my God, let's go.
Oh, should we just leave the other two?
They're fine.
They're
The boy. Nate's the only dude now.
Yeah. I like this. I like this for us.
I love this. Yeah, let's go. Race you.
Okay.
Sweet.
So Nate and I have a nice candlelit dinner.
Pie.
Pie.
Is it like one pie, or do you have like an assortment of pies?
Well, I mean,
Because
just having one type of pie seems like a waste.
Yeah, I think that we were assuming the four of us are going to meet on the roof. I'm hovering 4 pies.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Aw.
Perfect.
Like in a cylinder, like a stack of 4 pies.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we have Chef Garcetti. That's right.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, there's just always like this crazy assortment of amazing food. So there just happens to be a giant assortment of different pies.
Yeah.
So there's pumpkin pie and key lime pie.
Do you remember a pie that you like?
I don't remember a pie I didn't like.
Okay. So grab a pumpkin and an apple and key lime and
Cheesecake.
Yeah.
Chocolate.
I'm so conflicted.
Chocolate cheesecake.
Oh yeah.
Strawberry.
Strawberry chocolate cheesecake.
It's like, chocolate's so good now.
Girl. Yeah.
Okay.
And then we're just eating pie.
Yeah. So yeah, I think we get back up to the roof, and like texting Ten, like, "Hey, we're on the roof. Where are you?"
Work emergency.
Does that work?
Not a day in her life. How dare you?
This is my standard excuse to my
Yep.
mom
No,
because I
good.
do work at the last borders in
You
existence.
do.
So I'm always like she's like, "Where are you? It's 3 in the
Do
morning."
you?
I'm like, "Work emergency," and she somehow accepts that, but maybe it doesn't work
And
as well.
baby. Don't work.
Yeah, this is.
Do you need help with something? Still thinking I'm texting 10.
Yeah, for what it's worth, we split up to race back, so you are alone with the phone right now. And I am just leaping because I'm not as good at telekinesis, so I don't fly, I bounce.
Just writes no, and then has the thought, "I can help my friend," and writes,
I love you.
"You looked really sexy today doing that."
Don't know what to say. Can't leave it on read.
If you leave me on red, I'll know it will go badly.
Why didn't I turn off read receipts?
Typing.
I mean, I'm on the edge of exploding my phone.
Yeah.
Respect.
Because that's a pretty good excuse to not text someone back.
Yeah.
Respect.
Blah. I don't know what to say. But the pie's here. If you're gonna, are you gonna be back soon?
Fix my relationship. You have the power. What
No,
would
we
Tendai
have
do?
no. So I have to go help Katy, kid, there was an issue with Susie, like, totally fucked up her house. So we have to go deal with that. But I just wanted to let you know, I thought you looked great today.
Okay.
Like,
Thanks.
and keeps going a little bit too far. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like commanding and powerful and cool. And now Katie's talking herself into it. And sexy. And just like, you're like a god out there.
Oh.
Yeah, kind of.
Emily, I've never loved you more than this moment.
But we gotta go. Bye.
I am going to telepathically reach out and say, "Thanks. So were you."
What? For what? Mm-hmm. You just get like a distracted. Mm-hmm.
That's cool. I get it.
Yeah. I don't. What? Wait, what? Hold on. What?
Are you really sending that back to him?
Yeah.
Okay. So you get thanks, so are you. Huh, what?
First the and then wait.
Yeah.
I know what.
Yeah, it's all right. I made it awkward by being telepathic about it instead of texting. That's what I'm assuming.
Oh, okay, good.
I'm just like quiet.
Yeah.
Now.
Okay.
Nope, I would like to pierce the veil.
Okay.
And I will mark a condition to get a 10+ on this.
Okay. Only the important
I
thing.
forgot you
Only
could do
the
that.
important things.
Doing Cyrano
Can I
de
do
Bergerac.
that too, or you can only do that to me?
I think it's just me.
I think it's just you two.
I don't know. No, I think it goes both ways. Beep, babu.
The best thing to do.
You or your other half. So you can always do that.
Oh, okay.
What are you really planning?
Oh my. What are you really planning when she tells you you're sexy and like a god?
I don't remember that part.
I'm writing a song about Tendai.
Oh, okay.
It's not great.
It's like the 7th or 8th one.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do?
Oh my.
Well, let's start a list. No, I mean it's get back together. That's
Yeah. Oh.
yeah, not in like conscious direct words.
Yeah, of course.
Because those aren't like in character questions.
Yeah, no,
right?
no, no.
Yeah.
Like this is pierce the veil. It's just a vibe check. Like,
Yeah.
what's up? And then, how can I get your character to forgive me?
Oh. I think the answer is that I'm already not mad. I think. I'm like checking in. Like I think that's. Yeah. I don't know.
Do you think you're getting back together because of what she said?
Yeah.
To you? Okay.
Yeah, I think that's part of it. It's like I already think this is
Yep.
moved past that point.
Sweet. And I
So-
want to say that like her like vibe checking was less about like Tendai's intention and
Yeah.
just like what she was getting back from him. Like, what is happening? What? And I think she just stopped on someone's roof, like 3 blocks away from your house, and just what? And it's just kind of locked there for a minute, and then a minute later, we'll be like, "Oh shit, I'm gonna lose."
Yeah, I'm there already.
Yeah.
Like, toss you your phone like, hey girl,
Dang.
fixed your thing.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
It's the loudest scream. Okay, your problem, and then mine.
The phone away.
Thank you for helping.
But if you do think about it, like Nate really is all those things, kind of.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna say that you can see her like going from like just sort of very friendly and embarrassed, and like you see her expression go really cold, as if she's suddenly remembered while staring at the Klipspringer that you guys kissed before, and you just complimented the shit out of him.
Okay, hold on. I gotta take this mask off. All right, let's go in. Let's handle this situation. Best friends.
Yes, we are.
Nothing between us. Okay, going in. Open the back door to the apartment complex and slip into
Let's go.
the house that is, I assume, immaculately clean.
First thing you notice is the fire alarm from the kitchen is going off, the little smoke detector. Your sister, Claire, is sitting in the middle of the floor just, like, crying. There's, like, 6 empty boxes of fish sticks that are, like, that she very obviously tried to, like, cook and, like, burned to set off the smoke detector. And the apartment is dry, but there's a shit ton of, like, water damage. Like Squidward can't, like, there was water damage.
Yeah.
She can't, like, relay new carpet. So there's a bunch of damage everywhere, and you hear your mom, like, snoring like she does when she's drunk, like, from the bedroom.
Claire Bear, oh my god.
Oh, hey girl. Ooh.
You could have given them to him frozen. He likes them frozen, or they like them frozen.
Oh,
I can't misgender the squid I invented.
Were these for Squidward? Oh, yeah, you don't even have to cook them.
Like, when you say you could, like, she starts crying louder.
Oh, baby.
Like, she thought she had to cook them, and so now she didn't have to.
It's a bird sacrifice. I'm sure he likes that too.
Yeah,
and I just
it'll
go
be
in.
fine. And just like,
Yeah.
oh,
We do the, like,
hugs.
2. Just, I wanna
Yeah,
help
she
the
gets
hugger.
mad, and she, like, pushes you both away.
How's mom?
She's mad and upset, and she got really, really, like, haven't seen her drink that much in a really long time, and there was a tentacle with horns in our house, and then I made this fish sticks, and then I gave it to it, and it was, like, nice, I think, but it was weird, and Mom is really mad, and I tried to cook the things, and now I can't get the thing to go off, and it just keeps going off, and you didn't call me, and
I like
didn't
to
know
roll
what to
burn.
do. Okay.
Every time! Dang it!
Oh,
There
no.
were 3 glorious minutes in my life in which I wasn't riddled with conditions. Those days are over. Alright.
And
Cool.
and the person from the Borders called, and they were mad, and they yelled at me, and I didn't even know what they were talking about, and I just...
Wait,
and-
what?
Yeah.
Borders?
Yeah.
Frig. Well, let's take care of the easy problem first. I'm just going to go up there. I'm going to shut off that smoke alarm, okay?
Okay.
Just calm down.
Okay.
You're fine. I'm here now. I'm
Okay.
here now. You're fine.
I would
I'm
like
here.
to use my overcharge, and we're gonna do it calm down. Yeah.
Boom. Yeah, that happens.
Sweet.
I'm gonna comfort her support by shutting off the fucking smoke alarm.
Okay.
See how this works.
Oops, sorry.
Yeah, that's an 8.
Nice.
You do the thing. It takes a minute, but you, like, open the windows and the doors, and you wave a thing at it, and it, like, the smoke goes away and eventually turns off.
I'm just gonna sit down right across from her, legs underneath myself akimbo. Just be like, take her hands and be like, hey,
She pulls them away. She's you've never seen her like this with you.
hey.
And 10, when you, like, did the calm thing, you got this, like she feels abandoned and betrayed
Yeah.
on, like, a level that, like, you are, like, surprised by.
Yeah. Oh, you have work to do. I'm gonna leave this to you.
I think
Go check on your.
I think that maybe I should, like, take some time off from Idolon. Like, I think I need to be here at nights.
It's fine. You don't have to. It's fine. We can do it without you. And she, like, stands up and she, like, storms off, and you hear your door slam.
That's not good.
We'll understand. Take care. You guys can't stay here.
You go look at my mom. I'm gonna.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, you're right. Fuck, we can't stay here.
That's not a hard thing. I abuse my powers all the time. We will do it again. No worries. But take care of your sister.
Okay.
So we're going to follow 10 first.
Yeah. I'm going to use my other... Oh no. I used both my burn on overcharge already. Then can I just unleash my powers? I would like to just take a sneaky peek into the mind of this very underwhelming mom.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is what
A
I live in.
6?
Oh no, it's a 7 plus
Okay.
3
Yeah.
is a 10.
Okay.
Why am I ever rolling burn? You did this. You're the one that told me that I should be doing this.
All the time.
All the time.
So yeah, you get into her head, like it's almost like going through like Jello, and you probably have messed with drunk people's minds before.
Oh, yeah.
Just
I'm
because you're
in my
a
own head.
teenager,
It's not
yeah.
great.
And you know this is kind of what happens when like someone's drunk. It's
Yeah.
like everything's a little slow. It's like
Yep.
hard, and you just get like this wave of like this old grief, like that's just like solidified there, like this aching loss, and this mixed with like abandonment and betrayal. And then on top of that now is this whole new level of betrayal. And like that just like it's like this aching like black hole that's just trying to be filled with something. So, and that's kind of like the feeling you get while you're in this head. And it's like, it kind of looks like a nice house that's like just been left to just like rot. So, and there's like as you look around, like the Mind Palace.
Yeah.
Like there's pictures of like happy moments everywhere, and like, but all the frames are like broken and things like that. So it's just kind of like in like this layer of like depression dust over everything.
I want to grab a photo of like the three of them, like Claire and Katy and the mom whose name I've never known, and just Mrs. Kid. And I'm gonna like grab it and like dust it off and go to wherever I sense that like black hole is, and I just want to like toss the photo in and just say, "Get your shit together. They need you." Like she is wildly unsympathetic to this whole thing. Like it's like it's such a touchy moment, and she like is just stone faced. Like this is no excuse. You're an adult. We're dumb children doing our best, but you're supposed to be better than us, and you have to take care of my friend and my friend's sister, and she's more of a mom, and she's just like yelling into the. It's not like a pleasant moment.
Yeah.
Of her just like get it together, they need you, and then she'll just back out of it.
Yeah. When you like zap back, you see like she's still passed out drunk.
Yeah.
But you see there's kind of like there's twitch, and you know she heard you, and she felt you.
Yeah.
You don't know if she knows it's you, but there's something in her head, and so that's there.
Sweet.
But she doesn't wake up or anything.
Nice.
'Cause
And-
she's fucking.
Yeah, and I'll just spend the rest of my time. I'm gonna like scroll through, and I'm just gonna start looking for like pretty nice hotels in the area.
Okay.
To con.
You do know that she knows though. She doesn't think it was a hallucination. Like
Oh yeah.
that whole layer of betrayal, and there's a whole layer of betrayal about her husband, because she thought like she had a whole different idea of why her husband was gone. So now there's like this aching loss of having lost her husband and her life going downhill, and then the fact that he like chose that over her and the girls.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's
so
a lot.
bad.
It's a lot.
Oof.
And then evidently chose me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then you were making that same choice over her and Claire.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
there's a lot.
Ooh, yeah, I didn't even try to attempt
No.
any. I was just like, whoop.
Nope.
Nope, just cuss from afar.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I mean, it's my room too, so I knock, and I'm like, I'm coming in, and I assume she's like facing away.
Yeah. Or no, actually, she's got like a backpack on the bed, and she's like putting stuff in it.
Okay, you packing up? Cool. I am just going to sit here in the spinny chair, and I'm just going to hang out, and we don't have to say anything, but I'm going to take off this glove and lay it on the bed. And it won't quite fit you, but you could try it on and see how it feels.
It's dumb. I don't want it. I don't want anything with like the super people. It's all dumb. I just want to be like normal, and it's dumb.
Okay, I'm just going to leave it laying there.
She very pointedly like doesn't even touch it. Like moves her backpack farther away from it as she like continues to put stuff in it.
I'm really sorry.
Yeah,
You-
you're always sorry.
You don't have to say anything, okay? You can be mad at me. I really screwed up. I'm not a very good big sister.
Yeah. She has the thing where it's like awkward. Like she's like, wait. Like I'm supposed to be mad and yelling at you, and you're saying things that make sense. I don't like that.
Sometimes it's really hard for me to have to be in charge all the time, you know? And I could see how hard it was for you every time you have to be in charge. And thank you for trying to help my friend, Squidward. And thank you for being such a cool little sister. I didn't want any of this power either, but I got it because of Dad.
Yeah, but Katy, you're not in charge all the time. You're gone all the time, and I'm in charge.
Yeah, we're gonna change that. I'm gonna see what I can do to be here when I'm not at school. I'll quit my job, and I'll stop going to the academy, and like, you're more important than any of that.
That seems to like have gotten through to her a little bit, because to her, like, being a superhero is like the most important thing. So it's like, you save people and stuff, and that's like important too.
Yeah, but I need to save you right now.
I mean, I can do it. I tried to do it.
I know you can do it, but it's so much better if there's two of us doing it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to take a little time off from the academy. Ten can help me out. She's great at papering over that stuff. It'll be fine. Everyone will just think that Clippy's off at opera. We'll say that Clippy went on an opera tour of Europe.
You sing opera?
It's a long story.
Technically, no.
Okay, because it gets really, like, lonely when you're gone and I'm just here with Mom, and it's just hard, and I can't talk to anybody about it because, like, I don't want them, I can't know about you, so they don't know why you're not here, and then I feel weird talking, I don't want to tell them about Mom, so then I can't tell them about that, so then I just end up, like, by myself.
Okay. Well, we're all going to spend time here together. I'm just going to be Katy Kid for a while. I'm not going to be the Klipspringer. In fact, I'll give you the suit and you can hide it somewhere.
Oh, no, I don't want it. I don't want the suit. I feel weird about the suit.
Okay.
Mom said a lot of weird things about Dad after you left.
Like what?
Like he didn't care about us, and, like, that he chose, like, being the Klipspringer, like, over loving us, and she was really, really mad. Like,
Yeah.
and then she said that you were like him, and that you cared more about that than us.
You know, when I got the suit from him, there was a note with it that said, I always thought you were like me, and maybe he's right.
Maybe. I don't remember Dad like that much.
Yeah.
Do you think I'm like him? Because he was like a hero, right?
Of course you're like him.
I tried to fix everything.
You did great.
Okay.
Let's go watch Grey's Anatomy. You know how Mom doesn't let you watch that?
I know. They do all the kissing.
She's asleep.
Okay.
Do you want to watch it?
I mean, I watch stuff all the time when she's asleep.
What's your favorite thing to watch?
I've been watching a lot of, like, I can't think of anything now. Like, my GM brain, like, has been improvising this entire scene, and now I'm like, I can't think of things that
CW show.
Oh, yeah. I've been watching, like, the sparkly vampire movies.
I thought you were going to say, like, Real Wives of Orange County.
Okay, well, we're going to talk. We can watch those, and we're going to talk about.
They're a little weird, and sometimes they talk about stuff I don't get, but maybe you can explain that part.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I am going to put this suit, I'm going to put it in Dad's safe. And
Okay.
we know how to get the combination if we have to.
Okay.
But I'm not going to be the Klipspringer again until you're ready.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you guys friends again?
Yes.
Okay. Can we go to a hotel? Because I hate being in here.
Sure.
You good?
Yeah.
Okay.
She looks like a little, like, embarrassed when you said that you hate being at her house.
No! I just mean, like, we could also just con our way into a hotel. Hotel with all streaming services.
It does kind of smell moldy in here.
I mean, it smells like burnt fish sticks. But respect, I burn, like, 80% of the things I bake. And then I just destroy everyone's memory of my failure. I use my powers to make my food taste better. Don't worry about it.
Ray's get a little wide at that.
Yeah.
Like, joke or not, don't know.
You'll never know.
That's
Let's
life
go.
with Tendai.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna put my suit in this safe here. I need you to make the combination something that only you know. And if I need it, we can get it because of you. But I need to not have it for a little bit. I've been fucking everything up. Sorry, Claire.
She does cusses now. She's terrible. Okay.
She just looks like that's kind of cool. They have those in those movies.
Yeah,
What?
Safes?
No, the cussing.
Ooh. I want to know more about these movies.
So you're not there.
So pack stuff. And the code I'm going to put in is the date of the first day I met Nate.
Aww.
Okay.
It was when we were like very young.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't know it.
Yeah.
Cool. Who all are you taking to the hotel?
I'm gonna be like, you guys go ahead, and I'm gonna get an Uber, and your mom will follow. Well, but I already paved the way.
Nice. Cool. All right. So you guys go to the hotel.
God, what's the name of this city?
Halcyon.
Yeah, the Halcyon Weston, because you don't skimp.
I got a nice hotel. Get out of here. It's got a weird name that's printed upside down.
Yeah.
It's the standard. Guess we're going to the standard.
Yeah.
The Everclean or something.
Ooh,
Oh,
the
there you
Everclean.
go.
Yep.
Not the Everclear?
That's what they serve.
That's what your mom wants to go to.
Yes.
Whoops.
Cool. All right. So we'll say you're
Yeah.
hanging out at the hotel. So what is happening with both of you out?
Well, we're on the roof with 4 pies.
Yeah, waiting. Probably while waiting, like trying to figure out like what she can do now.
Yeah.
So just by the by, there's a move that was actually used.
Yeah.
Where I could clear 3 conditions when I fill up all of my conditions, and choose 3 from the list below. Change your gender identity and or presentation.
Ooh.
Change your physical appearance. Forget all your lessons. Lose an important memory of a teammate. They lose influence over you. And swap an ability with another one from the newborn playbook. So I obviously have chosen the first one. I have forgotten all of my lessons. And I've swapped an ability with another one in the playbook. And I have swapped my solid light projection for super durability and strength.
Oh.
So I still have the elemental form, like hard light, which is basically like my body.
Yeah.
But like all of like the crazy hard light stuff is
Interesting.
no more.
Okay. Well, yeah, I think Nate would definitely be like, all right, let's see what you can do.
Yeah.
Can you shoot this? And like throw something and like,
Throw a pie.
Yeah.
like, catch.
Yeah, I can't really like, shoot stuff so much anymore.
All right. Well, how far
Yeah,
can you
kinda
throw
make
it?
stuff. All right, throw the pie into the sun.
Yes.
Whoa. All right. Can I like make a motorcycle? Awesome.
Make a
And I
motorcycle.
ride around on a motorcycle. Cool. I can still do that.
Okay. Cool.
But like make like a drone and it just can't hold it.
Okay. What
Or
about
make
like
a sword.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know how to use a sword. That's what we find out.
Okay. What about like a shield? Like how strong is the stuff you can make?
I don't know. Let's figure that out.
And then we shoot something at it.
Yeah. That's what we're doing.
It's like that whole scene in Shazam where they're doing
Yes. Yes. We're taking notes.
Yes. One of my favorite things about that movie. I'm like, yes, this is exactly what kids would do.
Yeah. That movie was surprisingly fun.
It was.
I was shocked.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like winging ball bearings near sonic speed.
And seeing some stuff cracks, I guess, some doesn't. Like,
Awesome.
I guess it kind of depends on, like, the roll, etc., or trying to figure out,
Yeah.
like, how many moving parts can I make of a thing? and it turns out not very many. Yeah, so I think that's what it turns into, like, all right, if you break this, you eat a piece of pie.
Yeah.
That's really good.
And so,
Or
like,
if you don't
"Oh,
break it,
I
yeah."
don't want to eat another
Yeah.
piece of pie.
Yeah, like at first it was fun, and then we both regret the game. Like,
but
Oh,
nobody's
no.
backing down.
no, that's impossible.
Amazing.
We're gonna say too, like you've drawn a bit of a crowd, and like we're having there other students there are like volunteering to try stuff like with their different powers.
Uh-huh.
So some of them you might accept them, but so there's like this montage of like all these random kids with like different levels of powers, like trying to like shoot you with things and like throwing things at you and throwing you to see can you
Yeah, like, oh, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
It's like, yes.
like arm wrestling with like this super giant kid and like
Yes.
so I don't
Okay,
know.
this is an important detail because I communicate with Steve mentally, and while the other students are working with Steve, I'm going around taking bets and letting Steve know when the odds get
yeah, too
high
high
enough.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like, okay, now it's time to fall over.
we are 100% doing this.
Yes, this pleases me.
So we end the montage with you just like counting a bunch of money.
Yeah,
Nice.
Skirts and soups.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
Dumb kids.
Nice. So yeah, you guys are at the hotel. You guys are here. Are we done with this day? Do you guys
think
reach
so.
out to them at all? Okay.
Well, yeah, I wasn't gonna reach out because they.
Yeah. You know what? I think super late at night, I'm gonna go to the window outside of Nate's room. And she like goes to like knock on the glass and is like, "Wake up in your brain."
Do we have our own? Are these rooms singles or do we have roommates?
I don't remember if we said
think
that.
it said they were
Steve specifically
Yeah.
had her own room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they have.
I think they
Okay,
were singles.
singles. Okay, great. Yeah, so I sit up.
Open the window. I'm not good.
Why didn't you just? You can do that. I've seen you do it.
have to. Claire keeps thinking about Twilight movies, and I'm just like, you have to invite me in, and I know that's not how that works, but it was stuck in my head. It's fine.
Will you come in though?
Yeah.
That was a lot of information.
Yeah.
Did you clock all that information?
No.
Okay.
I mean, sort of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Claire.
Yeah.
For what it's worth, he knows that like Katy Kid's house got fucked up.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
Did say
Okay.
that.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
Katie's in trouble. They went to help Katy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Her and the
You're right.
Klipspringer went to help
Yeah.
Katy.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Too bad the Klipspringer's off on an opera tour of Europe now.
Yeah.
It's funny you've never heard of it. You can't find any
Yeah.
Yeah.
thing of it online. You'd love to get tickets for this
weird.
I mean,
opera
would you?
tour.
That was also where, like in that montage. There was you trying to explain the opera thing to Claire.
Yeah.
So, like Katie's like, well, and Claire's just like, what? All right. So now we jump back. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw the saddest thing I've ever seen in my life tonight.
Oh no. Is everyone okay?
Yeah, sort of. I saw a woman that was completely lost to her grief. And I mean, it's not that, like, obviously I'm still new and trying to figure out this path. There was nothing I could do other than watch as it ate up everything else that was good in her life. She couldn't even see it. And
God, that's terrifying.
yeah. And I don't want to be that way. Look, being a super is really cool and really fun and terrifying all the time. And Steve almost died today, and I don't know what I would do if something happened to you and I left things the way I left them.
Oh. I mean, I appreciate you saying that. I mean, your text earlier, I mean, it kind of...
That wasn't me. That was...
Oh. And just like the wave of disappointment.
Yeah.
It's like...
And I think she just kind of like recoils a little bit from it, but like doesn't overly work to dissuade you from it.
Okay. Well, I mean, what do you want?
I don't know, but the hour that when I was Professor Fate and I couldn't feel you with me was horrible. And I'm sorry that I let an Appletini make me say some really awful things to you yesterday.
God, was that yesterday?
It's been such a long day.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
I still don't know what to say. I didn't know what to say then, and now, and I appreciate, like, thank you for saying that, but I still don't know what you want. Because I think I passed out because you were disconnected. Like, when you were Professor... Oh, that's so weird. I don't even know how to say that.
Yeah.
I did, like, the coolest thing I've ever done in my life, and it felt like you weren't there. But you were, and I couldn't put those pieces together in my own head. And that was too much.
Is there a world in... I just don't want you to feel like I'm holding you back. And I'm so terrified that...
I don't know what you want, but I want you. And if that's not going to work, I'd rather just know
She's going
now.
to cut you off.
Oh.
It just gets you.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's...
Is that a fade to black moment?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
I think so.
All right. Romantic moment. And slowly pan away to the blowing curtains.
Yeah.
Do you have curtains in your room?
Oh, I am a boy.
Blowing blind?
I just got curtains like a year ago, and I've been a girl my whole life.
All right, very good. So, Katy, you're at the hotel. Your mom has come too. She isn't talking to you, which is really awkward in a hotel if anyone's ever had to do that. But luckily, Ten got you like a little bit of a suite, so there's like multiple. It's not just you're all sharing one room. And then, like partway through the night, or not like late into the night, but like earlier in the evening. Like this is late, but like after 10 left, Claire's like, "Oh, I forgot to, Katy, the person your boss from Borders called.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
he
about?
said that you should call them.
Okay.
They sounded really upset."
Picking up the hotel phone because I don't know.
Yeah,
Oh my
it's
God.
probably too late to call Borders by the time she remembers. But
Do you even know the phone number?
I could look it up.
She's responsible.
Oh,
she
yeah,
knows
of
her
course
work
she-
phone number
yeah.
with her brain.
Yeah. wrong person, sorry.
I'm just gonna like end you on that for tonight.
Boo, okay.
So they get their fade to moment. You get like another wrench thrown in your crazy thing. And Steve, so you have had this crazy day.
Uh-huh.
So, like, what is in her head at the moment?
She is thinking about robots. Because that's how she died. But also, like, there's some kind of cryptic bullshit with, how'd you know they weren't after you? So she is kind of, I think she's trying to, like, hack into either Professor Fate's system or, like, do research on robots or, like, trying to figure out what the fuck is actually happening. Because the only weird-ass shit in her life that's happening is to her. So she's like, okay, well, I'm going to distract myself and think about these robot things.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's what I want to do.
Okay. Steve before had access to Professor Fate's system. You find out now when you try and log in that you have lost access.
Okay.
So
I want to get access. What do I have to do to get access?
You can try and blast your way in there if you want.
Damn it.
It's too bad they didn't have a conversation about trust building.
Lucy.
I think, well, yeah, there's trusting. But there's also the
Want
whole,
it.
like, yeah.
There's trust, but I want it.
Yeah.
Well, also, maybe
That's
it's
my dog.
dangerous.
Fact.
I haven't. Yeah, no, yeah.
Sorry,
she
I didn't
totally
mean,
thinks.
I didn't mean to say you're like a dog, but I'm thinking of my dog like, I know I'm supposed to be good, but I want that.
That's a very teenager thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's what she's doing.
Okay.
Is trying to figure that out.
Okay.
If she has to sneaky, she might sneaky.
Okay. What's
but
her tactic going to be for that? Like, are you,
well,
like, are you going to hack? Are you going to try and sneak into the professor's office? Are you going to?
I think probably if she's completely locked out, then he's probably expecting something right now. So instead, I want to
Travel into the future.
I want to hack Aegis' computer.
Oh, God.
Oh. Ooh.
That's what I want to
That's better.
Yeah.
Crazy. Do it. Do it.
do. So what she's going to do, she's going to fill her room with holographic computers, because I still can at least do that.
Yeah.
And have all of them like attaching to like the Ethernet of the school, whatever.
Yep.
And then basically, try on this computer, we'll try like to go through this password thing. This computer will try and go through this one.
Yeah.
And if all fails, we'll just do a DDoS attack on it, try and shut it down. But I don't want to do that. I want to be sneaky first.
Okay. And we talked about this, and I don't remember what we decided with your power with creating things and then having them work. We said you could create them and you had to roll to make them work, or the opposite?
Well, I can just, it's a power thing.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's not my, I'm not using the mind of their own, which is where I make new powers.
Right.
I'm not doing that.
Okay.
Though I probably could. Yeah, I'm going to give myself hacking powers.
Okay.
And
Technomancy.
I'm afraid that I am going to get caught, though.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm gonna try and do some technomancy. And so instead of like them all operating on their own, she's like basically like
Okay.
running them.
Okay. I'm gonna have you roll to see how successful you are, because you make these things and they are doing the thing.
Oh yeah, no, I have to do that. That is an 8 plus 3 is an 11.
And
All right. So yeah, it doesn't take very long at all. You were surprised. Yeah.
It worked. They never know.
That look.
That was good.
Yeah, suddenly you are in the Aegis mainframe, including you find like an entire database of everything that was in the warehouse you were filing. You find like basically there's a huge database on all known supers to Aegis. Like you have like everything you ever wanted.
This is bad.
Awesome. So
no.
tell me about these robots. Is what I want everything they have about these robots.
You pull up like you do like a search, magic search, I don't know, and it comes up with a bunch of footage from all these cell phones and stuff that were at the event today. There's a bunch of footage from like an event from the car wash. There's data and schematics from the pieces that they recovered, and then there's also a file of similar looking robots that were from about 10 years ago.
I am going to do a group text to the two people who are not looking at their phone that says, "Read my mind right now."
Nope.
Yeah. And so I think they're doing
Clunk, clunk.
Yeah.
2 phones on the floor.
Let the phones hit the floor.
Yeah.
They usually say something. I mean, you remember everything from before you broke, right?
Most everything.
Okay,
yeah.
so you know they usually like announce themselves and then their brain. You're in your brain. So especially 10, she's not quiet when she's in your brain.
No.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like this resounding like silence of nothing.
Well, I just then they don't get. Then I have to describe it to them.
Okay.
They don't get to see it.
Okay, so
Read your memories.
we're gonna end tonight on like this image of Steve and his new female body, like in the darkness with like the light of all these computer screens, like lighting her, and just like this like plethora of information that's sort of like Matrix-like about the robots that have been attacking you.
It's a good thing I have a regular human brain now.
Right, it's so good that you get hungry and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, and also, I'll totally remember all of this
Everything.
perfectly.
Yeah.
Oh no.
The explanation for what happened to original Steve is the actor playing him had a drunk driving arrest and he was recast, and we just loved this young lady.
Yeah.
She's so good.
Yeah. All right, so let's do our end of session moves.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
So, so you're going to decide whether your character grew closer to the team, explain who made you feel welcome, give influence to that character, and clear a condition or mark potential. Grew into your own image of yourself, explain how you see yourself and why, shift one label up and another down, and grow away from the team, explain why you feel detached, take influence over you away from another character. So think about that for a moment. Good episode, you guys.
Yo,
That was-
right?
was awesome.
So
All the
good.
feels this time.
Oh.
I think I grew more into my image of myself.
Okay. So you're
So
going to shift your labels.
I'll shift my labels.
An image of yourself, at least.
Yeah.
Well, it seems to be getting more human. So it's
Yeah.
it's very notable.
Yeah, that's interesting.
For sure.
I'm going to. Katie has also grown into her image of herself because her image of herself is, a good sister. So.
I got feelings.
Ugh, so many feels this episode.
Honestly, same. I think I grew into my own image of myself. I think she actually sees herself as like less of this like weird burden and more of like a person that could actively choose to like love and be loved. Yeah. What are your labels? Let's match. Gimme.
I grew closer to the team.
Nice.
And I think Tendai made me feel welcome
Aww.
and other things.
Yeah, I did.
So I give influence to
Oh, thank
Tendai.
you.
I don't know if you already had. No, I think
No,
you lost
I
influence
gave
over
it
me.
back
Yeah.
to you.
Yeah. You lost that. And then I am going to clear condition because I still have 3 conditions.
Oh yeah, I have some too. Can I clear angry by running from something difficult? Like when she saw the sort of like mire of Mrs. Kid's mind and she was like, no!
I will also say that like what you guys did was comfort and support.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that seems right.
Yeah.
Comfort and support.
That's what we call it.
Yeah.
I'm clearing angry because at some point tonight I did hurt
Yeah.
Claire.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll just leave guilty marked then.
Okay.
Why?
Because
I'm only saying that because I was about to erase
No,
afraid, so I was left with guilty too.
we got Steve killed.
Yeah.
Oh, whoopsie.
We
Sex
did
doesn't
a
fix that.
yeah. That was a whoopsie.
So I don't think we got him killed.
Sort of.
Or,
She rebooted.
yeah. Shit.
It's very
We are not
complicated.
very good.
It's very complicated.
All right, so that was session 5 of Idolon Academy and Masks Actual Play. We will be back next week.
Yeah.
Now that the holidays are over, we're
Oh
going to
my
be every
God.
Wednesday again.
It's only been 5 sessions.
We've had 6
And
sessions.
it's been like
yeah.
in
2
10
days a
weeks?
game.
Yeah.
It's been an hour and a half in this game.
Yeah.
I was here Christmas night. I don't know where you all were.
You were so good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're
As
amazing.
Skimbleshanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, Katie in character.
Yes. Check out happyjacks.org/shows for all the shows that are current and past on this. And, check happyjacks.org/schedule for all the schedules of all the shows that we do.
Yeah.
I think that's everything.
Yep.
We'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.
We could have gone for like one more hour.